Hello, 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 people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Walk around and find out Friday, my friends. I am so glad it is Friday. I will tell you that much. So, listen, today is going to be a little different than what we normally do. We will, of course, delve into Tanties a little later. But I got a call from a good friend of mine last night, who was one of my mods, of course, and is in chat. And her fur baby, her doggy, who has been her companion for the last 10 years, was at the vet yesterday. She got her pup cup and didn't even eat the whole thing, puked it up on the seat of the car. And so she brings her baby to the vet. The vet does blood work, and by I think it was after 9 last night, dog has to be rushed back to the vet for what the dog is currently getting a blood transfusion at the moment, right? We love fur babies here on this show. My daughter has service dogs. I have my little kitty Dora. And, fur babies, they can be your saving grace sometimes. They don't judge, they listen, they're your constant companion, and they give constant love and assurance. And they are always freaking there for you, always there for you. And so, as most of you know, Ashley's been through hell and back, kind of like Kylie, dealing with, false charges with the sewer turtle and having to hire a private investigator at that point, way back then, to prove that he sent the email to himself. She ended up having to deal with a couple of years of, false charges, being falsely imprisoned, based on the sewer turtle's word, of course, and his false emails, until the court, of course, evidence came about showing he sent the email to himself. And her charges were ultimately, she was found not guilty because there was overwhelming evidence that Aiden set her up, of course, per usual. And why? Because she spoke out against him using her minor daughters, as he did at the time, as fucking content and a way to harm a family. And so, good morning, Space Coast. So I know most of you have fur babies. I know Space Coast has Sapphire. Sapphire loves shopping. But Ash has Bella, right? Ash has Bella. And currently, Bella is getting a blood transfusion. Ash is low income disabled. She can't afford to pay this vet bill on her own. They have currently the vet filed for a $200, up to $200 off of the bill for grants, but it's not guaranteed. Right now, this is Bella in her cage getting her blood transfusion at the moment. And when she called last night and I talked to her, do you know what one of her main concerns was? I kid you not. Being the decent human and friend that she is, one of her main concerns with me trying to help is that I might not make anything on my show if I'm trying to have people donate to help pay this vet bill for her and her fur baby, right? That was her main concern, was me, right? Outside of her fur baby, her main concern was me. That's how you know you get a solid friend, right? Right now, I'm not concerned about me, right? I'll survive, but the pup, as you can see, is currently getting a blood transfusion. I have the bill. The bill, we redacted like a few, personal details, but I have the bill that was printed yesterday, but that was also before the dog had to go back and have the blood transfusion. So I have to get an updated total on that, as this is the dog right now. And so I thought, maybe our community could come together and help, right? Ash has her own Cash App, which I posted on my Twitter. I will put in the comments, and I have her backstage. I'm going to bring her up in a second, and I'm going to put her Cash App here in the comments, because I thought about myself, like a Give and Go or something, but that would take too long to pay out. It takes like a week to start paying out, and well, obviously you have to pay the vet bill or you don't get your fur baby. It's usually how it works. So we obviously want to make sure that this vet bill is paid, and that Bella can go home, and be with her human after this blood transfusion and hopefully make it to the follow-up appointment in a few days after this. Hopefully they said she should perk up a little after this, but she's got to be closely monitored, of course. So I'm going to bring Ash up in a second. Oh, I know, baby. I know. My main concern, of course, both of our main concerns was like the cult. So we called the vet to talk to the vet to see how this could work. And they gave us permission, of course, that if we could find one person who would pay the whole bill, that we would give the information privately to them where the dog is specifically, so they could call and do that, because, well, they were concerned about having, of course, the cult harass them while they're trying to save animals' lives, and we don't want that either. So Ashley worked it out this way, where she has her own Cash App, or we can use my Venmo, PayPal, my debit credit link, and Venmo, PayPal, and my debit credit link, and then I can consolidate it to my account and then send it to her through Cash App. Of course, receipts provided that I sent it. But I wouldn't want to lose my fur baby, and I would want to be able to pay the vet bill regardless of income. And of course, no one sees this coming. No one assumes that your fur baby is going to get sick. And then, of course, vet bills are extremely expensive, and they actually have helped out a little in making this less expensive. The vets have. So as of yesterday, it was $423, but that was before the blood transfusion. So when we get an updated amount, of course, we will let you know. But as of right now, it's $423 plus the blood transfusion and whatever else they give her, saline or whatever they charge for at that point, medications, and then the follow-up appointment. So let me bring Ash up. I figure a community can do amazing things. And regardless of me, I think it's important to help other people when you can. And I have no problem, helping when I can. Hello, darling. How are you? Ash.
Hold on 1 second. I'm getting a call.
Yep.
Put me on mute. I'll be right back.
I'll put you mute. Yeah, I'll mute you. Oh, you muted yourself. There we go. She's been on the phone back and forth with the vet, of course. But Bella is actively getting the blood transfusion, which is just freaking heartbreaking. I think about my fur baby, and I think about my daughter's service dogs. And one time my daughter's service dog ate a sock, right? He ate a sock. He's German Shepherd, and he ate a friggin' sock. And that surgery was like, oh my God, thousands of dollars. And we went into Boston, and they did get a private grant for some of it, but not a lot of it, was on us. And it's extremely expensive, especially somebody who's disabled and low income. It's out of the realm of being able to pay for it. This is Ashley's Cash App. I'm putting it in the chat so you guys can directly send her if you have Cash App to help out. Thank you, Panda. That's a huge help. Every little bit helps, and I think it's important to help people when you can. It broke my heart when she called me, and of course, we talked to the vet, and of course, being the solid friend she is, her concern was like, well, if you bring this on your show and ask the community to help, you might not make anything on the show. And I'm like, you're right, I might not, but I'll survive, right? I have food in my fridge.
I don't know if I'm.
My head.
Can you guys hear me?
You're on. Yep, I hear you.
All right. So I was wondering if I was behind, but okay. She's doing good. They're giving her blood, and she's dehydrated. She tried drinking some water last night. She tried eating her pup cup last night, and she's been throwing up. She won't take food at all. And they said that she's not serious enough to worry about putting her down, but she may not make it through it without the blood transfusion.
Right.
So I'm going to tell you guys something about the vet. Probably shouldn't tell anybody. The vet has been huge to me in the past. When Bella broke her leg, I wasn't home for that. I got called to go home and I rushed home. She broke her leg. I took her to the same vet. They fixed up her leg for free. This vet is fantastic. I wish I could give everybody in the area the name because they are true people from the heart. They never let you go without paying the bill in full. And I have a friend that works there. I will be putting up a huge post everywhere later after she comes home, praying to God she comes home. But they did blood work that was, if you will, accidental, and they didn't charge me for it because, if you will, it was accidental.
They didn't weren't supposed to do it, right?
Right, and they did it for me to make sure that they have all of the information. They called me late last night and told me she had to be rushed in for a blood transfusion. They found two donors that matched, I guess, Bella's blood type or whatever they need to match. I don't really know how it works. They found two donors to come in at the drop of a dime, lose paperwork, come in and help her out. So
That was so nice.
I'm gonna tell you something. I keep crying, but people give their heart and their soul. Just give me a second.
Mm-hmm. Oh, who's that, my friend? We're gonna
People
get
give
through
their heart
this.
and people give their heart and soul to help animals, anyone, and I'm the same way. I'll give my life to help somebody. I don't care. But being on Social Security, I got my rent is one third of the income. Very grateful. Utilities are included. Very grateful. Car insurance, ridiculous. Whatever. By the end of
Yeah.
the month, I have $106 to buy whatever I need.
Food.
If if you pull up the receipt, the blocked receipt, if you will, Elise, if you pull that up,
Yep. Hold on one second. Let me get it. I gotta upload it here to my little portal. um, oh wait, did I send this one to myself? Oh wait, hold on. I think I had Jesse send it to me. Hold
yeah, I had problems with my email getting things sent to her
on. Okay,
today.
I did download it. So let me just make sure I re-download it in case it was. I mean, it did eventually send it to me when I asked you to send it before, but it just was being a pain in the fucking behind, I guess. All right, let's see. Open. It's loading. Okay, yep, there it is.
At the end of the month, if you could blow it up, I don't know if you can,
I
but
can't make it any bigger.
I have $106 at the end of the month. I gave them the $100. They didn't want the six. They told me you have to give something, and they're grateful because they don't do billing there. That vet doesn't
Yeah.
do billing for anybody, but they're doing it for me. They asked me to please try to get it paid before next Tuesday's visit. Well, I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if next Tuesday's visit is going to be an issue. It may be changed to Monday now. But I gave the only $100 that I have at the end of the month for anything. So I'm begging and I'm desperate, and I don't ask people for money. I don't like to. I'll work
Doesn't
for it.
ask anybody for any fucking thing. And as a matter of fact, when I need a ride to the doctors once a month, do you know who brings me? Ashley does. She drives all the way from Rhode Island to my house to pick me up to bring me all the way to Weymouth to my doctor's appointment and then back. Like, who's
Yeah.
gonna do that, right? A solid friend is.
But don't
Panda
forget,
sends
I pick on
$100. Thank you,
don't
Panda.
don't forget I pick on you when we do it, so we have fun. That makes it worth it
We
all by
do have
itself.
fun. We do.
But
I
I don't like asking people for money. I really hate asking people for money. I'm the one that gives. But at this point, I gave everything I have for the whole month, and I'm glad to do it. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not, but I'm in trouble, and my Bella needs to come back home. Last night we were in bed, and she was breathing like it was her time. I stayed up with her all night, and I begged her to keep breathing. I begged her to keep breathing. She did, and this morning she woke up. She drank a little water, and it looked like she was suffocating because she was throwing it up. So I don't know emotionally how to handle this. Never mind financially. So I thank you all, and I gotta hold on.
go ahead, wipe your nose. can't be getting boogers on your clothes now, all right? Gotta look presentable going back to the vet. You know? She's resting right now. I mean, this is Bella. This is
You
a
want to
while
show some
ago.
of the other pictures? Because you mentioned
Yeah.
shopping. You want to show some of the other pictures? She's my,
Yes.
she is everything to us.
Uploading. Oh, I don't want that one. I already uploaded that one. That's the bill. Hold on. I didn't like name them, so it's one at a time here. Oh, that's the thumbnail. No, we don't need that. This one. Obviously, pre being sick, Bella is a happy cat lover also. As y'all
Bella
can
has
see.
always been the mama to all the cats.
I
You know,
love it. I love it so much.
through
Oh,
my
God.
divorce, my mother-in-law took me in. I'm not going to go into details. My mother-in-law took me in, and not her daughter. Okay, and there's another picture you have with Bella with a cat. That
Yeah.
cat,
I don't know if
this
I
cat,
uploaded that one, but
that's right. This cat is our cat, Socks. My mother-in-law had her cat, which is a massive furred kitty, if you will. And Bella loved that cat. They were like this all together. This is Bella at the hospital yesterday. And the
yeah.
earlier picture you showed is her blood transfusion right now.
Yeah.
Um, she's fighting, she's fighting, she's fighting. And the vet called me
There
last
she
night and said this
is.
is her only chance. You
Oh,
know, I
oh, thank you, Valley's girl.
I
Oh,
can't
I
see the
see it.
chat. I'm sorry. Can I see the chat?
OMG. That was so nice, Valley's girl. She sent $200. So we're at 300. That's good. Close to the, what the bill was yesterday. Although they're going to have to give us an updated amount, like what they're charging you for the blood transfusion.
Because of the
You know?
hospital stay, it's going to be. Can you hear me or no?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, because I'm looking at chats. Because of the hospital stay, they're saying it's looking to exceed or be right around another $500 for today.
Oh,
They did not have to pay for the blood to be brought from another animal
because that
hospital.
was
They,
donated. Yep.
yeah, they didn't have to pay for any of the other normal services, so that saved me a couple of $100. But I'm
Yep.
grateful for anything. I'm even grateful if you send a penny. At this point, even a penny is the most important thing.
Yeah. I mean, fur
Without her,
babies are
I'm not.
beautiful.
Without her going home, I don't see myself ever going in my house again without her. And I know sooner or later she's gonna go. I mean, that's the way things work. But she's got a fighting chance, and you guys are all great. I'm grateful for all of you guys helping her today.
Oh.
I'm very grateful.
I don't
I
do a
got
ton of these different kinds of streams for stuff like this, but when someone needs help, dude, like I'm willing to help. Like it broke my heart that the first thing you were worried about, besides Bella, of course, was me. Like that's
because you take care of everybody else too. For instance, you and I went Easter shopping for somebody. It was out of your pocket, and you bought all kinds of great shit for these kids. That's how you are, and I worry about you too. You know, you survive. Your life survives because of this video, because of what you do to help others online. That's how your life and your family survive. But yet, even though you're trying to, survive for yourself, when we went Easter shopping, I believe it was Easter, right?
yeah, it was Easter.
When we went Easter shopping, you didn't think about you for a second, you know?
I just wanted there was 4 kids. I just wanted them to have like a good special Easter.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I wanted
Where I
them to
live,
just not worry about anything for a minute, but what's it at how many things are in this Easter basket that I'll love, Like,
you know what bothers me the most?
hmm,
And that's why my picture is there.
I know. She made me cry. It's not my fault. Not my fault, dude. She made me
No,
cry with that.
when Aiden destroyed my life because he could, I sent him all of the documentation proving I was innocent. My ex-wife went for a domestic violence paper, or whatever the hell you call it in Rhode Island, and she made all kinds of absurd lies. The judge looked at her and said, "Are you kidding me?" He goes, "No, you're not getting a domestic violence order. Case denied." Okay, I think Elise has that too. You don't need to show that, but I'm
I
just
do
saying.
have it, yeah.
I
I mean, I
sent
have
him a
all that, all
document.
your records from all that.
Right, I sent him a document showing that my daughter thought that I was mad at her because of her boyfriend. She admitted to a 49-year-old man boyfriend that my ex-wife allowed. Long story short, he destroyed my life, so I can't do GoFundMe because he still stalks and chases me. I can't do any of the other whatevers
We
because
couldn't
he
even,
stalks
we
and
had to call
harasses
the
me.
vet and find out, like, redact the name on the bill because we don't
We
want
were
the cult
thinking,
calling the vet and harassing the fucking vet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the sick shit they'll do. Like, we have no problem giving out the information for somebody to want to pay the bill, like, directly and call, like, we'll happily give that privately. But not for the fucking cult to call. And then you're endlessly calling a vet over someone you don't like, and then they're tied up at the phone instead of saving animals. Like, make it make sense, you know? Like, make it make sense, dude.
and because of that, we had to redact a lot of information on that document. But can you
Yeah, I
bring up
mean,
a
it's,
picture that makes me smile? You talked
hold on.
about shopping. There's a
Oh, you have
picture
the
with,
shopping cart? Hold on.
yeah,
I didn't, I saved just a few at first just so I could get it running, but I do have them
right.
right here in my email. So hold on, let me get the shopping
I'm gonna
cart.
tell you,
That is a very cute picture.
this vet is absolutely awesome, and I can never, ever, ever thank them for everything they've done for me in the past.
I'll tell you, I'll give you one of my favorite ones of Bella. Um, oh, come on. I gotta delete some of these old images here so I can upload some new ones. Oop, 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 oop. Okay. One of my favorite ones of her dog, Bella, is her with her stuffy, because it is her
Yep,
favorite stuffy. It is her
that's her.
koala.
Yep, that's her bear. That was
That's
her
her
sleeping last
koala.
night.
Yeah,
That was her sleeping last night with her bear.
her koala, which
She's got
she
her
didn't.
bed on my bed, right by my pillow.
She's like, you sleeping next to me. That's what we
Yep.
doing.
She puts
That
her
is
head
what
on
we
my pillow. Last night she didn't, but she always sleeps with her head half out of her bed and on my pillow. You know?
Dora jumped up on the bed with Riley and literally decided she was going to jump up on the second pillow behind her and plop up on her head. So I was like, I had to move my head side to side to get her to get. She was asleep on my head.
Yeah.
On my head. Like, on my head. This is
I
Ashley's favorite picture of Bella, of course, is in the shopping cart. And of course, this is what we want to get Bella back to, right?
Bella loves her shopping, and at that second right there, all the food was already put in the house. At that second there, she's waiting because she knows that cookie's coming. She wants her
She
cookie.
wanted her cookie. Yeah,
You know,
she wanted her cookie. Hi,
th-
Simon.
this was in the hallway
Yep.
outside the door, and she don't care about Max's cookie. She got to have her cookie, you know?
She
And right
wanted her
after that
cookie,
picture,
man.
she got her cookie. But
Yep. She's like, give
she's
me.
8 years, she's 8 years old, not 10. I don't know if you have the baby
Oh, I
picture.
thought she was 10. Sorry. My bad.
No,
That's my
it's all
bad.
right. But I think you
I
have the
do, but that
baby
one's on my
picture.
phone. That one's on my
Oh,
phone,
I thought I
not
sent it to you
on
by email.
here.
But anyway, um, we got her at 6 weeks old. We found her in the street, and my daughter picked her up, and she goes, "So cute, so cute." And the guy goes, "If you want the effing thing, take the effing thing. I'm sick of these GD dogs." She was six
Oh,
weeks
man.
old.
Horrible.
Animal control came and picked up the rest of them because this guy was kicking one of the
Just
dogs,
so
not kicking to hurt,
cute.
but kicking it out of his way. So
Oh
animal
my
control came
God.
back
Who
and
did
picked up.
this?
Uh, they lived near my mother-in-law's house, two houses over, if you will. I'm not gonna give anything away because of Aiden, but it's a
Ash?
shame that I have to worry about my dog because of publicity, because of Aiden. That's a goddamn shame. But his day will come. I just keep saying it. He sent me to prison overnight for his lies, his games, his entertainment, and his joy. But when he got 60 days, I said karma came. So I'm at peace with him, but just the same, I have to fear what he's going to try to do.
What in the hell?
This is about Bella. Look at her. This is about Bella. We need to get her back home because I don't see myself going back home without her. Going to bed at night without her there. And I know
Girl, you haven't even went home.
it
You
it
haven't
will
even
happen.
went home
No,
yeah, today.
she's getting the blood transfusion now. I'm parked a mile and a half away in a parking lot.
I know.
I can't go home. I just can't do it.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
If
I
she does
just
good today, I'll be able to pick her up between 5 and 5:30 if she does good today.
yeah. So I just got a PayPal from anonymous person, like to remain anonymous. Not I don't know the name anyway, but um they sent $250.
Thank
That's a
you,
huge
thank
help.
you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because I'm gonna give Elise the receipt. She can put it up on her. I don't know how you do these notes on YouTube or whatever. It's not a video you can put
Oh,
up,
like a
post or
post.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I can make a post. Obviously with your sensitive information redacted, name, address,
You guys are
nobody can know your name, but your address.
all prayers by itself. If you can't do nothing, I understand. I'm broke.
Prayers are, yeah, I mean, me
I
too.
I
Prayers are,
borrowed $10 to put gas in the car this morning. I'm broke. I'm fine being
that's the
broke. I
other
don't
thing.
care.
I,
I'm I don't care is what I'm saying. If I had to tear my heart out of my chest and give it to Bella, I would do it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'll find a way to make something work like a bicycle pump to keep my blood going or something. But I would do it.
you would too. You freaking would too. Legit. Like, you'd be like,
I
oh
live in
yeah,
a
I'll be
building.
fine. Get a bicycle pump.
I live in a building with 300 neighbors. Okay. When they have a problem with their TV, knock on my door. They got problems with their cell phone, knock on my door. On the other
But
hand,
that's
the
my
other
point.
day,
It's not even just your neighbors, though. You go out of your way, out of your state
yep,
to help someone fix. You just, and not that long ago, just fixed somebody's like house, like heater, like the heating system, like,
yep,
and their whole freaking basement was flooding. Like, and you were
yep.
there for like 12 hours. You're out there fixing people's cars underneath and not charging them anything, but having them buy the parts. Like, you and me are very much alike, as we know, but like,
There was
if
a guy
you
the
can
other
do
day.
those things for other people, we can do this for you. Like a community can do this for you, you know?
There was a guy the other day. I think I told you this at least. I was going down a road in my city where I live, and there was a guy leaning against a pole. Looks like he couldn't breathe. Or he was in physical
Distress.
trouble. Yes,
Yeah.
and I jumped across 3 lanes of traffic, pulled into the parking lot where he was to make sure he was all right.
Oh my
And
God. Do
he
you
was,
remember the accident where we did that?
yeah, you and me were on the
Oh my
highway.
God.
She almost
Yes.
got hit.
I did. I forgot all about that until you just said the traffic thing, and it triggered my mind to the time that we were in the car and you guys, the way you pull over on the highway is you pull over to the right? To the
Right,
breakdown lane.
normally.
This car had gone to the left.
Somehow,
We don't know how because there was no dent in the guardrail, but the
right,
guardrail is there, right? And so
perfect
somehow the
condition.
car, right, makes it over the freaking guardrail into
Yep,
a ravine and stuck between two trees, right?
as he
With,
hit a tree.
again, right, the other side of the highway is like a little bit beyond the woods on the other side. So you can see on the other side of the highway of people going the opposite way. We're going this way. And then you see this car, right? And we see this guy
No, no, we didn't
standing
see
in
the
the
guy. We didn't see
guardrail.
the car. We saw the car. We didn't see the guy. We saw the car. But back that up. We didn't see the car because it was deep
We
down
saw
in
the
the ditch,
guy first. Yeah.
smashed into a tree. We saw the guy, and we're both like, "What the
Right.
hell is that? What the hell is that?"
But
But
people
I
kept
stayed with that
passing him.
man. We
Yeah.
stayed with that man until medical services and everything showed up. The guy, I think, was drunk. If you remember, you could
He
smell
smelled a
alcohol
little
all
bit
over him.
like alcohol for sure, but like he I wanted to make sure he was okay. Number one. Number
Right.
two, people would just keep passing him. And so we couldn't even like pull over to the breakdown lane and wait. We had to literally park and put hazards on in the fast lane. Okay.
In the
And then
breakdown
the
lane
guy
that
kept
wasn't there.
saying, right, kept saying his wife. Remember, he kept saying my wife, my wife. And so at this point,
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm in the passenger seat and I'm like climbing over the passenger seat to get out of the car because now I think I got to go down to this car and see if his wife is hurt inside.
Right.
He had like broken English, so he just kept saying his wife, his wife. So here I go, getting out of the car, going down this
Yeah,
hill,
on the
this
highway
ravine.
side. On the highway side.
Yep, yeah, on the highway side, going down this
Getting yourself
ravine,
killed.
whatever, to make sure his wife was all right. And then I get like 3/4 of the way down. He's like, no, my wife's not here. My wife's not here. I think he was just worried about her being mad, but like it made it sound like somebody was still in the car. So I'm like, oh my God, somebody's in this car. We need to get them the fuck out of the car. You know, they're trapped in there. Or what if they need medical attention, right? Like I can at least give basic medical attention. I'm CPR certified, so on and so forth. So I'm like,
But
damn, like
the one thing we did,
we
that
did.
guy, it was a hot day. I don't know this guy
Yeah, it
from a
was a
hole in
hot
the
day.
wall. I don't know if he has drugs on him. I don't know if he probably has nips in his pocket.
We
We
didn't
didn't
know him
give
from
a
Adam.
shit.
Yeah, it
We got
didn't
him in the
matter.
car. We got him in the car, so he's in the
Yep.
AC.
So he was
Didn't
safe
care
too
about
from
nothing
being
else.
on the
Yeah.
highway.
Well, I don't know about safe because we were not in a good spot. There was no breakdown lane.
Well, he was in the
It was,
car, at least safe
yeah,
from being smashed by a car just standing there as he
right.
was at the time, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, I
And
keep going back to look for your cash
when the
app.
police get there, okay, once the cops got there, they yelled at us for parking on the highway.
Like,
But
bro, what
whatever.
are we supposed to do? Like, what? Hello, the guy who clearly needed help. He was trying to wave people down, and people were just like passing him without even a second look. You know, like, and we're like, okay, that's not okay. Like, we got to make sure this guy's at least okay. Like, and then once you
Yep.
pulled up on it, you could see that his car was in the damn ravine, and you're like, okay, yeah, that's not good. Like, that
Right.
is not kosher, man. Like, not even a little bit.
I didn't care if my car got hit as long as we were not in it. I cared about the human life. Like this
Right,
guy
it's
the
a
other day I was
person.
telling you about. The guy who was running to catch the bus, he missed the bus. Okay.
Right.
He goes, they told me that they'd wait for the bus. They told me, I didn't care. I said, come on, get in. Let's go. Come on. And I brought him home.
Yep.
I didn't bring him to another bus stop. I didn't bring him to, he said I could drop him at Shores and he'll try to walk from there. The guy needed help physically,
Right.
I believe. He should have had emergency services, but I got him home.
Right.
I don't care. That's who I am.
I just feel like sometimes, like, yeah, you might have to take a risk to help someone, but it's what makes, humans so complex is some will walk right past you or just video it and others will go out of their way to make sure you're okay. You know what I mean? Like make sure everything's all right. And for me, like I think someone said it earlier, was it Panda who said like you guys are restoring my faith in humanity, like with
But again,
and that's the thing. Like I don't usually do shows like this, but like listen, when someone reaches out for help, you help, dude. Like regardless of what the consequence of for you is, like you still help, you know?
thing
You
for me
just
is
do
it's
it.
never about me. Like you, Elise, it's never about
Yeah.
me. It's never
I was
about
gonna say,
you.
you know how that works.
You know? And I'm happy being broke. I have my basic bare necessities. Every
Yeah,
once in a while, toilet paper kind of sucks. You can't get any. I make
you're
do.
telling me. Yeah,
I go to the
you
grocery
figure it
store. I
out.
use the bathroom and I swipe their roll. No, just kidding. No, but
You do what you have to, though. You do what you have to.
where I live in a subsidized income place.
Yes.
They have bathrooms downstairs. So if I need to use the bathroom and I don't have toilet paper this week or next
Thank
month,
God for that. Yeah.
I've got a downstairs bathroom, the options there. I've got all of my basic necessities. I have $106 at the end of the month paying my bills.
Which
I don't have
isn't
any
enough to buy
luxuries.
food. That's the difference.
Nope. I do get I get SNAP benefits, and if people don't like it, I'm sorry, that's your problem, not mine. But I only get, I think it's $86. So that
And
hundred
not
dollars
enough
picks
to
up
cover your
where
food.
the $100 that I have in my pocket pays for gas to go to the doctors, unfortunately, too often.
I was going
But
to
I
say,
gave it to them. I
unfortunately,
don't
multiple
care.
times a week.
I'm not going to the doctors this month. I don't care. It is what it is. I don't have to go. I'll survive.
Oh yeah, you do have to go. Yeah, you do. You do.
But
Yep, you sure do. There is no skipping the dog. Listen, I skip
well,
things myself because I don't have a car and like it's hard to like schedule things and have someone available to bring. Like you, on the other hand, you're diabetic, and B, like yours is still very up and down, like because it's new. So
my
like
problem
no,
with the diabetes is they don't want me drinking per se regular whatever. They don't want me drinking tap water at all. I don't know why. Who
interesting.
cares? They want me to stay with
Fluoride that some
electrolytes.
cities put in it.
They want me to stay with drinks that only have electrolytes in them because I have
Well,
a
Propel
problem with
has
dehydration.
electrolytes.
Right, but that's all too expensive on, let's say, $186 a month. So
Yes,
I'm trying
yes.
to manipulate all of this the best way I can because I only got
Well, that's
diagnosed
what they don't get,
a few
you
months
know?
ago.
Well, that's my point, is you just found out about the diabetes a few months ago. So like, I love that, they want you to eat healthier and all that, but they realize like all the healthy foods are way more expensive. Like money people
If
don't
I
have.
ate,
That's part of the
I did a
problem.
budget. If I by myself, without my son living with me,
But
ate
you
a
have, yeah,
healthy diet,
you're a two household of
I
two.
budgeted the basic one meal a day, a couple of snacks that are diabetes friendly a day, $486 for me to eat for a whole month. If I
Yep.
ate the right way as a diabetic. I also have problems with severe dehydration. You
Yeah, well,
know,
that's
so
what they want the electrolytes for.
but I took my money out of my checking account, the $106. They didn't take the six. They didn't even, they had to take something because it was a high bill. They don't do that. They don't just let
Yeah,
people
but
go with a bill.
thankfully you had a friend that worked there that allowed your
Yes.
bill to not be like right now. I'm going to tell you, looking at this bill that you sent me, like, and talking to the vet, like the bill that you have, that bill would be like 2 grand right now if you didn't get the blood donated, them to
It was an accidental um
test.
blood. They accidentally marked that test, so I didn't have to pay for
Yep.
it, if you will. If you get what I'm
Right.
saying.
Yep. So Ashley, I don't even think you probably haven't slept, right, since I talked to you
Nope.
yesterday. I'm guessing. Yep.
I'm in the
No.
same clothes.
So
I
yeah,
I
I
I
talked to her this morning a few times, and she's like, I kind of want to go home. And I'm like, then stay close to where the dog is, like, right, where
that's what
you're
I'm
not going
doing.
to do it alone. And so, right. So I told her, before I went live, like, stay close to where the dog is then. And hopefully around 5:30, um, they will release the dog. We're up to 5:50 right now. That's good. So it's the 423, which was from yesterday, and they said without giving us an exact itemized bill until after the everything is done with the dog, they said that on top of this 423, that it'd be close to another about 500. So that's like 920. Don't be sorry. Stop it. Stop it. You stop. Okay.
I don't
Stop
like
it.
begging for money.
You're trying to save your fur baby,
I
bro. There's a
I
big
know.
fucking
I'm just
difference.
saying it
You
breaks
live on
my
Social
heart to
Security
depend on
and you're disabled.
other people and beg
But
for
that's
money.
what communities are fucking for, dude. Like
But you know what
that's
gets it up? You know what makes it funny? Kind of
you want to know why
even
you
what
feel like that is because of Aiden. Like that's why you fucking feel like that.
I'm
Like
gonna
that's
get
not
there.
okay.
He trashed a GoFundMe for my cat, I think, that died. And the again on Social Security, and I have no money. They will store the cat for up to 7 days and dispose of it after that. So I had a
Yeah.
GoFundMe for my cat to get cremated. I have all of my pets at home, whether they're there or not, with their whatever. And he destroyed me for that GoFundMe. He made people make me look like a fucking scumbag, like I was the
But
worst
that's
thing in
what
life.
he does.
Exactly.
That's
But
what
he
he
does this.
does.
That's all he does. Oh, don't forget to send me money. Don't forget to the donations. Don't forget to send me. And he kind of demanded it at one point. I think he was
$5
charging people
or
$5
more.
just to
Yeah.
be on his show or something like that. Just to be there. But he trashed me for a $250 dead cat that I loved. That was my Sasha.
He
I was telling
trashed.
you
Okay,
earlier.
so I had a few over the years. One for our fire. Okay, we had a fucking fire and lost everything. So
Yep.
we had one just so we could get the basic necessities of like clothes, a bed, like basic shit, right? And then it was a few years after that We had one for my daughter to go see the only doctor that studies her rare disease in Texas, right? Like, so yes, we've had more than one, but they're all valid fucking reasons of money that we
But
didn't have. You know what I'm
he's a
saying? Like,
hypocrite. He
but
is
yes, of
a
course, he's
he
banned
is
from fucking GoFundMe.
yeah. They returned 14,500 when he was begging for money to go to Rhode Island court. Where he said it's for a lawyer that he never brought. He got pissed
Yep,
off because they took the money back.
yep. And then he was banned
He
from GoFundMe.
he is a bum that's too lazy to stand on a highway ramp.
Well, I
That's all
mean,
he
not
is.
even just that, but like, what content has he brought lately? His content is me, right? Or his content is Brian or Mike or fucking or Jen Altman or Meredith. Like, you know what I mean? Like his content is just simply trashing other people. And
Right.
it's like, bro, here, why don't you do something for someone you know, like I'm doing now? Like when you called me, you weren't even asking for help. You were looking for support. And I offered. I offered because it's the right fucking thing to do. And when you got a solid friend when the first thing that comes out of your friend's mouth, which is, I don't want you to do that because then you might not make anything on your own show, right? Like,
Right, because you
that's how you know
survive
you got a
off of
fucking solid friend. Yes, I do survive off of my show, but like, that dog is having a blood transfusion. That's your baby, man.
this is
Like,
her only hope. That's what they said.
how could
This is her
someone
only hope.
not want to offer to help in any way that you can, whether that's making a post or doing a live stream? Like, how, like, that's what a community is for. My grandmother used to say it takes a village, and like I didn't really understand what that actually meant until my grandparents were no longer with us and my dad had unalived himself. Because when you don't have family to turn to, where there's no one to call and say, I have no groceries in my house, my phone bill is due, I need, $100 to go get groceries. Like when you don't have someone to call to do that, like it makes life 10 times harder. There's no one to borrow from, there's no one to help, right? There's just no one. There's no one. Uh-oh, did you get booted? Hold on. Did you get booted?
Yeah, I should be all set now.
You had two, so I popped the other one out and put this one in.
Oh, all right.
um but
Well, I
that's the
don't
thing, like,
because of Aiden, I don't like asking,
I
and
don't
I
either because of
it's
that.
just be a personal thing. Don't get me wrong. I'd rather give.
You're not
I'd
the only
rather
one that feels that. Yeah, so would I. You know how I am, dude. I don't
you
have
see those
anything, but
videos.
I would be happy to give whatever half of nothing is. You know what I mean?
You
Like
see those
half of ten
videos
dollars,
on
would be happy to give it. Like,
you see those videos online when people go out and cut the lawns for free, or they find a homeless
I
man and they
love
help
those
give him an
videos.
apartment.
There's a guy that goes and does all these people's lawns, elderly people who can't afford to take care of it. And he goes and he cleans up their whole yard, and like
Yep,
he like sprays it all down after he cuts it. Like, I freaking love those. My husband watches those. I love those videos. I freaking
I've
love
done
those.
that.
That's why I
I've
tell
done
people to
that.
always check on their neighbors, like always.
I've done
Thank
that.
you,
I don't
Simon.
ask what their income is. I've done that, but when we had a real big storm years ago, and I don't remember how long, whatever, we had a really big snowstorm, and people were basically buried in, like what happened this past winter. And it was years
Yep.
ago. I I snowblowed half the street, and it was a long, busy road. I snowblowed half of
Right.
them. I don't care. You're not getting a shovel through it. You know,
Right.
that's me. But Aiden, what pisses me off is he came after me for my GoFundMe for two
Of
hundred and fifty
course.
dollars.
You had to find
Just
something to shit on you for.
yeah, and it was all a lie. That's
But that's what he does. He spins. He takes a molehill and makes it
mhm.
this giant mountain with a narrative, right? Like, oh, they've had more than one GoFundMe. Yeah, well, unfortunately, I don't have seven brothers and sisters. I don't have a father with a PhD and a mother who's a lawyer. I don't have endless funds. I don't have family to bail me out. Like, that's a last resort because what else are you going to fucking do? Right. Like, and even now, as you know, like, even now, because of this kind of stuff, I refuse to ask for help, even when I deeply fucking need it. Like, I
Right.
straight up, you can Amy and Deirdre know, like, they had to like force me to, like, they basically had to do it for me when I was moving. I was running out of time. I didn't have enough money for the security deposit. I had the first and last, but not the security deposit. And because that's a lot of fucking money. It's over $2,000 each, close to
Yep.
2.5 each, right? So it's stupid. It's just stupid. And I refuse to ask for any help whatsoever, even
Your
when I
only your
desperately
only
fucking need it.
survival your only survival is this show, and I feel bad because, like you said, I
Nope.
feel like you're losing today.
Even if I did lose today,
I
so
know, and
what?
that's
Your
what you
dog
told me.
breathes. Like,
That's what you told me. Sitting
so what?
sitting there last night, knowing that you were going to be there for me, it helped give me some peace. The only problem I had last night is they call it, I think it's called labored breathing before, if you will, shit happens. That's how she was breathing last night. I didn't
Yeah,
expect her to make it
it's
through the
called
night.
labored breathing.
I begged her. I'm sitting there begging her right to her face, Bella, please keep fighting, baby. She was licking the
Oh,
tears off my face.
I'm
She
sure
was,
she was because she's worried about her mama. Lorelai sends $25. Thank you, Lorelai,
and
for the
when
Bella
you get that kind of
fundraiser.
love, when you get that kind of love,
That's
eventually,
unconditional love.
eventually, everybody goes. And I know
But
that.
to be fair, like you don't just have her. And I know that I tell you guys this all the time as friends of mine, but like you're not alone. You always have me. I know I'm not mobile and I can't hop in a car and run there, but like whatever I can do, I'm gonna. Like
And I asked her if she could just bring it up on her show today. And she said, no, we're going to do a show about it.
I did.
I just
Yeah.
asked her just to bring it up, see if I can get a little bit of help.
Yeah.
And I
No,
am very
see, that's
grateful
not
for every single
acceptable.
one of you. I am
Well,
sorry, I'm smoking a cigarette, the window's open. I'm trying not to cry.
that's okay.
I appreciate every single one of you. There are people here that we chat all the time. There are people I don't know, but thank you from the bottom of my heart. The prayers by itself, for me, that's
Those are super
huge.
helpful too. Yeah.
Yep.
Not everybody can donate, and that's okay. I
There are
posted
other
it.
people I believe in the show that are in my position. They're on Social Security. They don't
Yeah,
have any
yeah,
money to give, but their
that's right.
prayers mean a lot.
But
It's,
it means a lot.
yeah,
And if you can share, share. I posted on Twitter,
I got a
although
post on my Facebook
my
account.
donation options are not on that. I didn't put them on that. I put just her Cash App. But um, as she pointed out to me earlier, she's like, you can also take them from your PayPal, your Venmo, and then I can just put them on my bank account and then send them to through Cash
Right.
App to her. So that's we can do it that
But
way too. But because some people don't have Cash App, of course. But
everybody here today means the world to me. At least when I asked you just to mention it, this is not what you were going to do. You said, no way, we're doing a show.
well,
And
the baby
all of
needs
you
help,
guys
man.
here, all of you guys here really mean a lot to me from the bottom of my heart. And I can't ever say thank you enough.
Listen, I believe that good karma in the world is important, right? You put good karma in the world and it comes back eventually. It might not be right when you want it or right when you think you need it, but you could put good juju on this earth and good juju comes back to you. You know, like you put a lot of good juju on this earth for a lot of people. Like just because people don't know about it doesn't mean it doesn't happen. I know about it, right? And the same obviously goes for me. Like just because I don't talk about every single thing I do for every single person every single day doesn't mean that I don't do it, right? And I believe, as you know, in putting that kind of good karma in the
That's
world,
exactly
right?
it. Right there, you said it. I, in
Yeah,
my
I just
heart,
I do.
believe karma. If you do good for others, good will come back. I believe that in my heart. But if you're an
Mm-hmm.
asshole, you ruin people's lives. Karma works both ways, and
Karma does work both
it's
ways.
not for just one person. That means everybody. Whether you
That's
believe
right.
it or not, that's up to you. I have some
That's right.
friends that don't believe in God. That's up to them. But I know I believe in God. I begged for him last night to keep her going. I begged Bella to keep her going in her bed with her little bear. She
I
loves that
love
bear.
that bear. It is so stinking cute. If you guys didn't see the picture, I'll pop it up again. This is my
Mm,
favorite picture of Bella
She's
with her
got her
little
bear with
koala.
her right now. At the vet, she's got her bear with her right now.
Prayers are just as good. Or if you can share, I put it on Twitter. I put Ashley's Cash App in it. If you can share that, retweet that, I'm sure it might see other people who might be animal lovers or could help in some way, or even could just share or just say a prayer. Those are helpful too.
All the most
You know,
important things to me, just to get her back home. Put her back in her bed with her little bear. And she's got another bear, but she can't rough around right now. I think I sent
she
you
likes
the
this.
I think I sent you the notes for the doctor
Yeah.
No rough
Yep.
housing, no playing, no bears, no balls. So she's got her
No,
blue
nothing.
bear. I think it's a monkey or
Yep.
something like that. She tears that thing up and she doesn't ruin it, but she tears that thing up and plays nuts with it. And she'll get her
Yep.
bear, she'll drop her bear, run for the ball. Even 3 days ago, 4 days ago, when I come through that door, she is like the national alert system in our building, letting people know I'm home.
My cat is too. I'm like, are you now all of a sudden a guard cat? We're a guard cat now. She's right at the door, like waiting to see who it is. I'm like, oh, we're a
She
guard cat now.
she can hear the keys before I walk the corner,
Yep.
and she's already
Yep.
whimpering. When she hears the keys in my hand, because I got a bunch of keys, she's already
Mm-hmm.
going off. I didn't even get the key in the door.
Listen, love is definitely well appreciated for sure, my
Yes,
friends. Not everyone's going to be able to donate. That's okay. Like, I just wanted to help as much as I humanly could, for Ashley's fur baby. Like, she's like very much like me, and asking for help is, I would rather jam this pen in my eyeball,
but I'm going to tell you what.
honestly.
I'm going to give the same love to the veterinary clinic, hospital. I'm sorry. I'm going to
They've
give
been
my
super
love
helpful,
to
though. That
them.
vet bill would have been way higher if they didn't
Well,
help.
that with the blood transfusion, they're expecting it to be 500, give or take, maybe more.
Right.
They saved 200, like I said earlier, because two people came in voluntary as a phone call late last night. They brought
Yep.
their dogs in this morning to donate the blood to Bella.
Which is amazing.
And I'm going to tell you something. There's not enough
I was going to
love in
say,
this world.
tell them about the the people who donated the blood.
Oh, story I wanted to say. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All
Can you hear
right.
me?
That was another BS call. That's another thing I want to tell you the other night. I was working on one of my neighbor's phones. Again, they call or they come to my door. And I had her phone in my hand, and her phone has got spam all over it. I don't know if people sold her number to scammers or what, but while I was fixing her phone, a scammer called. All the fun I had, you know, I
You love
destroyed
fucking with
that
those
guy in the
people.
phone, and he was pissed. And he was, I ran his whole scheme for like an hour and a half. I'm sitting there fixing her phone, but
Waste
I'm
his
running the
time.
scam
Yeah.
on the
Why not?
scammer. And I had fun with him in the end. But I'll tell you what, I don't know how to describe Middle East people without it sounding wrong, and it's not meant to be wrong.
I think it's just
He
Middle Eastern, I believe, is the proper
he
term.
called me a nig word a bunch of times,
What?
and I as
Why?
a
That's weird.
well, I told him I don't know if you guys watched Scammer Payback. I love that guy.
No.
He
I think
he
my
goes
husband
after
watches him.
scammers on
No.
purpose.
Isn't he the
So I
one that like gets through their like cameras on their computers and
yep
watches them? Yeah,
yep.
yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah.
told him, hey, I wasted an hour and a half of your life, and Pierogi says hello because that's the guy's name, nickname,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
And
yeah.
that's when he started calling me all kinds of names. And when he called me the N word, I said, talk about the pot calling the kettle black, you know?
Well, I
And he
mean, here's the thing though.
lost
You're
his
white.
temper,
That's weird. That's weird.
lost
Like,
lost his temper.
it's fucking
But the
weird,
problem
dude.
is I was going to ask the office tonight or today, but I'm sorry, shit happens. I want to set up a program in our building. We have a
Mm-hmm.
community room of how to
Mm-hmm.
catch and understand and avoid scammers.
Smart,
And I
because you
want
have
to
a lot
do
of
this,
older people.
and that's who was targeted because he had her name
Yep.
and everything.
Oh, they
So,
buy it off the black market.
yep.
They buy my information is definitely out there, bought off the black market. Good luck to them. Dude, my credit is shit. Like,
But
so
I
they're
know
not
two
getting
people.
anything.
I know two people where I live got taken for a lot of money. I
Oh,
helped
that's
them through
awful.
getting it back. One person took almost 3 months, I guess, maybe 3 months.
Because the
She got
banks
her
will
money
play duck
back,
fuck too. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But she thought it was gone. They were crying. They
Oh, I'm
thought it was
sure.
gone. You know, I got
They
their
do
money
those
back for
whole
them.
like, I have your grandkid, you need to pay this bail scam that they did for years and years and years and years.
If anybody remembers, and I don't know if they're still doing it, the IRS scam where you got a warrant out for
Oh
your
yeah, they
arrest
still do
and
those. They still do
something to
those.
do with
I used
drugs.
to get a bunch of those, and I'm like, hey, FYI, guess what? They don't call you and tell you there's a warrant out for your arrest. So if you ever get one of those calls, laugh and hang up. They don't call you and go, oh, if you don't pay this money by this time, there's a warrant out for your arrest. If they put a warrant out for your arrest, they're not telling you. Just so you know, like that's not
I
how it
I
works.
I ruined this guy for 3 days. I had my tablet in my hand with YouTube popped up with several different links that I want to choose. And he goes, "Oh, I've got to stay on the phone. I've got to." So we're driving around in my apartment with the car noise playing in the background with the radio on softly. We're driving to, I don't know if it was a I don't know, gas station. I had to go to Walmart or I had to go to Mace. So I get to the store and I start hearing the checkout noises on my tablet in the background. I fucked with this guy for 3 days and I was laughing my ass off. I wish I had a camera to record it. But for three
No
days I screwed with
shit.
this guy. And he says, "Okay, give me the number on the card." So I Googled used cards. Haha.
Yeah.
Actually, one
Yeah.
of them had a penny on it. I didn't do it on purpose. Sorry. But those freaking cards don't work. You're giving me the wrong numbers. I'm like, buddy, this is the card that they gave me. Go back inside
Uh-huh.
and tell them they screwed it up. So I go back into Walmart, tap on my tablet, the Walmart checkout things in the back, and I played the audio, okay? And at the time, a friend of mine was there who's female. I went up to her and I said, in my apartment, I says, yeah, this card that you gave me. So this idiot is listening to the conversation. The card that you gave me
Right.
is not working. So she goes, "Oh, let me check it again." And we're playing this guy for a fool. And I got to the last second. And then as soon as I read the almost the last two numbers of a card, I was at that point, I was done. I had too much fun with this guy. 3 days are gone. But at the last second, before the last two numbers, I hung up the phone on purpose. And he called back, called back, called back, called back. And eventually I answered and I told him, "Oh, I'm sorry, my battery died. I shouldn't have checked. I should have checked it." And he goes, "What's the
Yeah.
last two numbers?" This moron saved the entire card setup except for the last two numbers. I drove him nuts calling me back.
Hilarious.
It was for hours. I drove him nuts
Oh
calling me
my
back.
God, Bally's girl, that's fucking brilliant. She
I
said
didn't see it.
when scammers call me, I switch to speaking in Welsh and then they give up. That's fucking hilarious. My husband will do what Ash does and just waste their time, like
But it's
endlessly
all
waste
that.
their fucking time,
But
and
that's
then
all
eventually
time
call
that
them
they
out
don't have. It's
to
all the
scam
time
someone
they don't have
else.
to hurt somebody else. Yes, and I had
Correct.
fun.
Yep.
I enjoyed it. I can't deny it.
Right.
I had a great time. The last second, I made it sound like I was getting the cops are outside, and I'm talking to this guy because I had to go back to Walmart and get another card. I was talking to this guy, and I
Hmm.
said, "Holy shit, there's a bunch of cops coming in here. Someone's probably robbing the joint, you know?"
Jesus
And
Christ.
I
Uh-huh.
thrashed around my car like I was having a seizure. People must be looking at me like I'm an animal. I'm thrashing around my car, and I go like this, "Get out of the car, get out of the car," you know? And so try to make it sound through the window, you know? I had fun with this
Yeah.
guy. And he says, "Don't tell him who's on the phone." Now, what kind of a federal agent would say, "Don't tell him who's on the phone"?
None.
Right.
None. None.
I
None.
enjoyed
That's
ruining
fucking
that guy's
weird.
life for 3 years. They've never called. Not one scammer has ever called me ever since. So when I was
Well,
not
good.
working on my neighbor's
They
phone,
talk to each
I got
other.
I got all excited. And then I copied the number and I put it on a text now phone number and I called it. It was a legitimate number. I don't know how they get legitimate numbers. 'Cause usually when they say we're from
They
so and so,
spoof
you
them.
call the
They
yeah,
spoof
you
them.
call the number
Yeah.
back and it's a dead end. This was a legitimate number. So I traced the number back to the phone company. It's a voice over IP phone number traced back to their technical team report fraud or whatever. I reported it. They disconnected the line. Ha ha. I win.
Right. Fuck off. You guys, I
You
have
know.
to show you this because, you know, this is the equivalent of what the internet can do to do good things, right? And I believe that that's what we should be using the internet to do, right? Is to do good things. But this right here, it just popped up on my stream. I mean, popped up on my screen. Funny enough that we're trying to raise money for this vet bill for Ashley's fur baby, but this just popped up, right? And 17 hours ago, internet users raised nearly $150,000 for an 85-year-old elderly AMC, so that's a movie theater worker, after a video of her working went viral. Mary Ellen Eron of Maryville, Tennessee, was seen on camera hauling a heavy garbage bag. "Let's secretly help retire this beautiful woman. No one deserves to work at this age," said Brooklyn Green, the woman who captured the moment. "I'm overwhelmed and certainly blessed from the Lord and your wonderful people. Thank you," Mary said. Over 7,500 people donated before donations were paused. I hate when they play music because then you can't
Uh,
I want to hear her. Oh, here it
Give me
is.
1 second.
people
Give me one second. Hey, hold on.
donated money to
Go ahead.
I don't know what the hell I'm
the
doing here.
I'll mute you.
GoFundMe, and I'm overwhelmed and certainly blessed by the Lord and you wonderful people. Thank you once more.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, the power of the internet. That poor woman should not be fucking working at 85 years old. Okay? 85 years old, she should be retired. She certainly shouldn't have to be dragging around heavy trash bags at 85 years old. She should be enjoying her retirement and whatever life has left to give her. And I just think that's a beautiful moment that was caught, and that the internet can do pretty amazing things. You just have to hope that the goodness in people comes out sometimes to help in really tough times. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do this for Ash was, if it was me, I know I wouldn't even, like, I'd rather stab myself in the eye with this pen than ask for help. Like, I just would. Like, Ashley and Deirdre can tell you, like, I would rather. Like, every time someone's like, well, you need to, I'm like this, I start cringing. Like, no, I don't want to do it. Like, I don't, no, no, I don't want to. And so I am far, it's far easier for me to ask for help for someone else than try to do it for myself. And in the few times I have tried to do it, then you have people like Aiden who want to shame you for asking for help, and it makes you, of course, never want to do it ever the fuck again, right? So I think it's awful that anyone should have to feel that way, and it's a lot harder when you don't have no one to borrow it from, or someone who can help you out, or you apply like for the grants and the things, and sometimes the money's there and sometimes it isn't. And especially when it comes to vet bills, they're so astronomical, along with regular healthcare bills. They're just fucking astronomical and out of reach for most people. It is disgusting. Nobody that age should have to work. I'm sorry, but I really honestly think people should be able to retire by the time they're 60, so then they could live out the rest of their years enjoying life. I do not believe that people should have to wait until they're 67, 68, 69 years old before they can retire. Right? Like, I think that's way too late in life. I believe that people should be able to still enjoy life while they still have mobility and movement. And I know what that feels like, considering a lot of my mobility is gone. I feel like it was almost stolen from me in a way after I had COVID. I used to be able to do a lot physically. And I don't have that capability anymore at such a young age. Being 39, I'll be 40 this year. And I never imagined that, I'd be limited with my mobility and what I could do at this young of an age. And so imagine someone, I can only imagine in their older years, their body hurts more, your, hearing starting to go, your sight, if it's not already gone, because I am
What'd you
blind as a bat
say?
without my contacts.
I couldn't hear
Shut
you.
the
What'd you
fuck
say?
up. Shut the fuck up, you
A friend
asshole.
of mine lives in Coventry. I'm parked on the side of a highway on the wrong side of the Washington Bridge.
That's probably not safe place to park. Can we park
No,
somewhere else?
I'm in a parking lot. Don't get me wrong.
Oh,
I'm
all
just saying
right.
I'm right off the highway because I just couldn't go home. I need that barking
I
at the
think
door.
it's 67 here in the US as well, 67 or 68. And they want to increase it, of course. Like, no, that's absurd. Absurd.
My friend just dropped me off food because she knows I haven't eaten rightfully at
See,
this point in 2
that's what
days.
I mean. Like, this is exactly one of the reasons why this needed to be done. Like, as you know, I would have already sent like a DoorDash had I had the money, like, to your car. Because, like, yes, you need to eat. Yes, you also need to put gas in your car. How are you going to make it to your doctor's appointments and back and forth to the vet when you already gave the vet the last $106 or $100 that you had? You still have to get to your appointments and you still have to get back and forth with the vet. Like, I mean, the good news is we're $575 in, so a little more than half. Like, that's good. That's good.
As far
You cut out. You're not muted, so hold on.
No, it was probably me because I went and sent you a text message.
Oh,
As far as
yeah.
gas in the car goes, I've got gas in the car. I just sent you a picture.
Yes, but that's going to be gone. You know, it's not like
Well,
the vet is around the corner from your house.
look at it.
Well, it's still loading, but you have 32 miles, ma'am.
Yes, I get gas in the
You're
car.
already on a warning, and it's
Yes, I got gas in the car.
and you're a diabetic. Like, no, 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 no.
I've
We
got $2
also,
roll of nickels here. I have some Jamestown Bridge coins here. Do they take those at the bridge anymore?
I don't know.
And
Probably not.
I got a compartment full of change, so I'll get gas in the car.
I don't think that's gonna last, considering it's almost $5 a fucking gallon. If it's not already $5 a
I don't
gallon.
I don't care. What I'm saying, I'm happy broke. I don't have to have
I'm not
anything
saying.
in
Listen,
life.
I'm not saying that you're not. I'm just saying, like, this is exactly why. Like, it's impossible. I think Lorelai said it earlier. She's like, I don't even know how people survive anymore. And my answer is we don't. Right? Like,
But
I
again,
skip
I look at
meals
the bright
myself.
side though. I look at the bright side. She's a mile and a half away.
Yes.
I'm probably about 10 miles, 12 miles from home. I got 32 miles
Yes.
till I'm empty. I'm good. I'll get home.
Yes. But you also need to get back, and you need to be able to get to your doctor.
I've got change everywhere. So I'm happy. It's just
Didn't
who I
you just
am.
use the change in your couch last month? Didn't we talk about this?
Jesse or
About the
me? 'Cause I
change?
don't remember. If it's me, I don't
You.
remember.
I remember
I
talking about
don't.
the change and how you couldn't lift the couch, remember? After you had your
My son,
surgery?
my
Not
son
supposed to.
asked me about something this morning, and he asked me about it a little while ago. I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So my mind isn't right. So no, I probably don't remember the change in the couch conversation, but it has happened over and over again. I love doing the
Because I was talking
laundry.
to you about not lifting shit because you
Yes, I
had your
wasn't
neck
supposed to.
surgery. And yes, you weren't freaking supposed to. And you were
Right.
cleaning up the storage unit, which I offered to help with because you weren't supposed to be
Don't
lifting.
worry, that's still available.
Yeah,
I just got
well,
charged. I just got charged $33 for that the other day out of the money I was supposed to have. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
better than the fucking 98 that I have to pay that I owe. And then they just put a lien fee on it of like another like $30, like, because I don't have it at the moment. So yeah, like,
But I sold something on Facebook Marketplace, and I sold it for 50, even though it was worth 200. I don't care. It replaced the money
you
for the lock I had to
always
pay for.
you always do that. You always do that. Sell it
I
for way
live on
less
the
than what
seat.
you could get for it.
I live on the seat of my pants, and I'm happy. Some people, they're broke, they're miserable. I've got no money. Me, good. I don't have to go out today. That's fantastic. You know,
I don't have to like anyone. Fuck off.
when I heard gas prices were over $4, when I
Yeah,
got
dude,
gas in my
bad.
car before that, it was like 287
I know.
before my surgery. I says I have a half a tank at 287. People are paying $4 more. An even better excuse not to go out. I do my counseling sometimes on Zoom because I don't want to waste the gas to go out. You know,
Yeah.
so we're getting down. We're 31 miles. I'm getting there.
Well, see, you
I didn't
can't shut
I
the
didn't
car
go
off
far though.
either.
No, because I need the AC because
It's
I
too
can't breathe
hot.
with my
Yeah,
asthma.
yep,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. And I have POTS, so I believe me, I get it. I can't the heat, I'll literally pass out.
But the good
Um,
news is I'm right across the street from a gas station, so I don't have to push it far.
well, that's a good thing. Yeah,
I
it's a
look
good
at the
thing.
bright side of everything. I live on a whatever, if it happens, whatever. If it doesn't happen, whatever. But this happening today, honest to God, I love you all. I really, really do. You know,
Agreed, Simon. They should. I mean, I feel like my husband gets taxed in he actually gets taxed in Rhode Island where Ash lives, and he gets taxed here in Massachusetts. Why, you may
didn't I
ask?
send you? Was it you? I sent the cheat your taxes calculator.
No.
I sent it to somebody. I'll send it to you later. But for
Yeah, I'd
me,
like to read it,
that's what I do.
definitely.
Somebody mentioned a calculator. I don't remember who it was, but it's a cheat your taxes calculator. And
Never heard of that.
I was in the plus like 90 grand or something. And I don't even make that in a year. I don't make that in 20 years.
Yeah, right? What the fuck?
Um,
Yeah.
but it showed me how to cheat my taxes. It's funny. It's just a comedy
That's
thing
hilarious.
because I
But
like to
like
live
that's
on
the
the funny
thing.
side.
It's the like so I could understand, like, when I ran the 10 public storage locations, I could understand it being like I was in a physical building working. Two of the locations were in Rhode Island. So when I worked in Rhode Island in those stores on whatever days I did, I would get the mileage, right? And then I would get taxed though on work because I worked in that physical store. The problem I have with what my husband's being taxed on is he gets taxed in Rhode Island because his logistics facility is located here in Massachusetts, in the city I live in, right? And so he gets in his truck, loads up all the packages into his truck here in Massachusetts, but his physical route where he drops the packages off at people's homes is in Rhode Island. So Rhode Island then thinks that they have, you know, an obligation to tax him for just driving on the street and dropping people's packages off, even though his logistics company is located here in Mass, right?
Yep,
The
that's
physical
how it works.
location is fucking here. Like, and so because Rhode Island and Massachusetts do not have an agreement like other New England states do, they double tax my husband. And it
Works in
fucking
2
kills
states.
us.
You
It
pay
fucking
state,
kills
you pay
us.
state tax, but I don't know about federal, if they charge you different. So I don't know if the federal taxes in Rhode Island are different from the federal taxes in Mass. But yeah, the other thing is with the IRS is they go after you for money that legitimately they
You
don't
don't
have, and
have?
they make it
Yeah.
impossible.
The fuck? Yeah.
Money you were not supposed to pay, if you will, and they
Yeah.
go after you hard with it. They put an
Yep.
attachment, a lien, on my
A
in-laws' house.
lien. Mm-hmm.
Mind you, this is after I divorced my ex-wife, and yes, I'm the one that filed for divorce. Aiden never told that.
Mm-hmm.
Just the same, they put a lien on my in-laws' house. I spent
Shut
hours and
the
hours and hours figuring every penny to the nickel, and I
Yep.
brought it to the state. I gave a copy to the
The
federal government.
receipts. Get all the receipts.
It wasn't only about receipts, just the same, but I brought everything to them. I made an
Yep.
appointment with them, and the guy says it's a 1 hour appointment. I told him we'll see about that. I went there with 3 hours worth of documents, 3 hours of every calculation. I gave them a cheat sheet
Ridiculous.
of a rundown. 2 weeks later, the lien was off the house. These are not my in-laws anymore by marriage, if you will. They were
Yes, but
still
your
mom and dad to
mother-in-law
me.
is like, you know,
When
your
Papa died, she didn't call
family.
911. She called Ashley. Okay, she didn't call anybody else.
Oh,
She called me.
thank you, Valley's girl. That was very nice of you.
My in-laws were my mom and dad. I had horrible parents. I'm not going into that. My
Yeah,
in-laws
you
have
don't have
always
to,
been mom
girl.
and dad.
They
And
have.
even today, if she needs something, now she wanted to give me
You're
money out of her
always
account.
there for her.
Yes. Um, a recent situation at a local garage. She went for an oil change.
Oh, did
I
they fuck with
asked
her
them.
car?
I asked them to check her tires because she's losing air. Now she's got aluminum wheels. That happens, but she's definitely got a
Mm-hmm.
leak in one or two of her tires. She ended up
Huh.
paying $300 and something. They couldn't explain it, and then they told her that she needed a radiator. It's going to cost her $2,000. I checked her radiator and the rest of her fluids the day before. She didn't
Right.
have no problem with her radiator. So she came to
So
my
they
house.
accidentally fucking broke it, is what happened.
She came to my house because she didn't know how to get to an appointment. So I said, leave your car in the parking lot. Okay. She left her car in the parking lot and we took off and I took her to her appointment. Again, me, not my ex-wife. Just
Right, right,
saying.
right.
I'm not going there. But we went to her appointment, all that. And then I had her pull her car back a little bit, just a little, so I could see. Nothing. Not a drop of anything. I got underneath the car. I jacked it all up, took all the plastic out, looked at the radiator from the inside. Nothing. That car is a 2017. That radiator looks like brand new. The condenser, which is on the outside of the radiator towards the bumper, that had some crap in it, normal, whatever. She doesn't need a
Right,
radiator. So I
right.
drove back to that shop. I went down to the shop and I asked that mechanic to explain it before I bring the car down. So I'm bringing the car down. He
Oh,
goes,
good
oh,
for you.
maybe we wrote the notes on the wrong car. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Explain to
bullshit.
me, explain to me how it's $2,000 for the radiator. Now, mind you,
Yep,
I've worked on cars my entire life. I've been a
yep.
mechanic for over 20 years. I have commercial accounts with everybody and I get huge discounts to buy parts.
For the parts, yeah,
Retail
my dad
price,
said the same thing. Yep.
retail price was $188 for the radiator.
Yeah,
The
they mark it
labor,
up like 1,000%. The labor was probably like $80 to $100 an hour.
it's 3 hours.
So 3
So
hours
we
for
got
yeah. So
200,
couple,
125, 250, so 200 and 375. Where do they get 2 grand?
570.
Now,
Yeah,
all
where the
right,
fuck do you get 2 grand
don't
from?
forget, you need antifreeze. Okay, maybe
Couple bucks,
they'll
$10.
sell her new hoses with the wiper blades to go to the radiator. I went
Right.
down there and I tore into the guy, and I
Oh,
tore into him.
absolutely.
This is a shop that I know. They didn't know my mother-in-law and me were the same.
Oh, they
The
tried to.
guys,
Yeah, of course not.
the guys that I know that work there were pissed off, kind of at me because I was going off on the mechanic. But
Oh well.
calm down, calm down, calm down. I said, how the hell do you got the nerve to charge her $300 for any kind of tire service when she's got road hazard?
Right.
So
Not only
she's got
that,
she's got free oil
but
changes for life.
my dad, my dad and my grandfather, both mechanics. My grandfather was a diesel mechanic. My father was a regular mechanic, but they both taught me at a very young age that the reason why they would teach me how to fix my own vehicle and how to service it myself is because a lot of like if you bring a shit to a mechanic or especially a dealership, they will often try to take advantage of women because they assume that women do not know any better, right? And they learned very quickly with me that they might actually be able to get one over on my husband first. My husband knows all about a lot of things. He can build a lot of things with his 2 hands. Cars is not something he knows about. That's a me thing. So every time someone starts talking to him about cars, he's like, you need to talk to my wife. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, right? Like, so, my grandfather and my dad both wanted me to be self-sufficient and being able to fix things on my own and learn how to do it on my own so that I didn't end up at a garage being taken advantage of with them marking it up 1,000% because they were like, oh, here's a woman. She's stupid. We can upcharge her.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing too. I want to. I don't have the money. I have the time. I don't have the money. The glasses that record that's inconspicuous.
Oh, I want those so bad. I think they're called meta
I
glasses. I think Facebook makes them meta glasses. Yeah.
No, you get an
Yeah.
SD card
Wicked
attachment or
expensive.
something stupid. No, they sell cheap enough brands,
Different
but
versions. Yeah, I don't know.
it's
Probably.
inconspicuous. But I
Yeah.
want to go to these garages, and I know a garage near where I live that told a woman I know, if she brings me more money, then I'll pass her copper inspection. Bring me more
Of
work, and then
course.
I'll pass it.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
I
Shocker.
I went in there and I don't have teeth now, but I bit my tongue. Let's just make
Yeah.
it seem like I needed a drop cloth to clean up the blood coming out of my mouth. Not saying something to this guy.
Dumbass.
Her
Biting that tongue so hard.
mother is a friend of mine. Her mother is a friend of mine, and this guy's ripping her off. I want to go to these shops and play stupid. I'm transgender, so I can get away with it. I don't know what. No, can you explain to me what that red light is with a line across the neck? It looks like they're killing to somebody or something. Can you explain to me what that is? Well, that's your seatbelt
I
light.
can't.
I want to play that stupid and go to these garages and purposely
Yeah.
cause a problem. And I want to
Right.
see if they can be honest about it. There's a
Right.
lot of people that do that, but for me, it's not about trashing or praising a business. It's about protecting the consumer. I'll waste my time all day long. I don't care. It's about protecting the consumer. And I
Hi,
love that.
Annie. This
But
is Bella. I just popped the picture up. This is Bella. Thank you for joining. Bella is Ashley's fur baby, who's here on the show with us right now. And
not Bella's on the
we
show,
are
but you know what I mean. Haha.
Bella's
Not
mom is
crying
on
at
the
the
show
moment.
with us.
I'm not
Yes,
crying at the
she's not
moment, so
crying
let
right
me
this
put a
moment,
funny.
which is a good thing. But this is her actually just a little while ago. She's getting her blood transfusion right now. And we had to sort of round about the amount because the bill yesterday was about I have the bill. We showed it. It was 423, but that was before she had to be rushed back and before the blood transfusion. So the vet said that it would be around about $500 more, give or take. So
And I
I
will give the
guess
receipts, so it's
right,
proven later
that'd
that
be
it's paid.
around 925 ish. If you take 425 and add it with 500, it's about 925, and we're at
Ish.
575. Yeah, ish, give or
So
take, obviously.
we're already into the other bill, which again, I don't know how much it's going to be,
Yeah,
but I am
yesterday's
so
bill.
grateful for everybody.
Yeah. So
You distracted my
we're
mind, so
working
I'm
on
not
it,
crying. You
right?
distracted my mind, so I'm not crying.
I
But
know,
I'm
I
also
know,
watching this clock. I'm watching the clock minute by
I know you
minute to
are.
get to 5.
I know you are.
But
That's
knowing
also
everybody here is making this possible for her to stay alive, I could never
It's a
say
good thing.
thank you enough.
It's a good thing.
Never,
Right? We'll get it
never,
done.
ever say thank you enough.
So you guys want to
You
see
know,
something that won't make you cry? It'll make you smile. As we're
please.
talking about saving, Ashley's fur baby. Here's an old lady that makes accessories for cats, and she uses her own little black kitty as the little model to sell them, and it's freaking adorable. Look at it. I mean, I'm telling you, my computer has to be listening to us while we're talking about, fur babies and pets.
Oh啊啊，耶！咣咣咣，那个蛋蛋呀！昨天晚上做了个梦，我走进撒哈拉沙漠，空无一人站在太阳下。哦耶耶耶！
Oh my God, it's so cute. I can't. It's adorable. Something I could not pass by. Also, fun fact. Do you guys remember all of the outrage from Aiden about the Proctor text yesterday? You might not actually, because you were, dealing with the fur baby. But yesterday, Aiden had to go on and on and on and on and on and on about how Michael Proctor and Sean Good's texts were disgusting and racist, and I'm not denying that they weren't. Of course they are. They are disgusting and they're pretty bad. That came out yesterday. But I would like to point out that Aiden also usually has no problem with the N-word himself, Oh my God, my cat would probably sit there, but after a while she would dart off for sure, because that's definitely a patient cat. Dora would be like, all right, I'll let you do this for a minute, maybe 5, but then I'm done. I'm out of here. But I just want to remind y'all that his outrage, his fake outrage, only applies to people he doesn't like, right? He himself has said very racist things, and I think this deserves another showing of what he thinks about the N-word when he says it and uses it in the Ghetto Mellow account. So without further ado, I give you Twitter Tales and a Turtle Tanty, and I'm going to play the bumpers first, obviously.
Grab the tea, because Twitter is melting down again.
I can't go back! I can't go back! I can't go back! These idiots will buy anything I sell.
Daily Turtle Tanties, folks. This
At 2020
is comments that he made not that long ago about his Ghetto Mellow account, which was found out to be him. Why are you backstage? Why the hell? How'd you get back there?
I don't know
Well,
why I
now
keep
you're back
getting
out
booted
here. I don't
out.
know how you got back there, but probably your service. I'm guessing, because I'm not doing it, which means it
You're
must
in the
be your
show.
service
I can't
kicking
hear
you back out.
nothing.
You can't hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, yeah. No. Can you hear me now? No? Yeah, no? Hold on.
What happened?
Remove. How about now?
Hello?
Can you hear me now? No. I'm going to have it go out and come back in. Hold on. Go out and come back in. I don't know why that happens sometimes. It just does. Yeah, I don't think she could. Sometimes when you have a guest on, usually it's when a third or a fourth person is on all of a sudden. And I've seen it happen to JFK before, where like some people won't be able to hear each other. I don't know. I think it's a StreamYard thing. Can you hear me now? Yeah?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay, good. Yes.
I think what's happening, I'm going to disconnect my Wi-Fi. It might be connecting to McDonald's and then disconnecting.
Yeah, but that might be what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Turtle Tanty. Now again, like I said, this is his statements about the Ghetto Mellow account. The Ghetto Mellow account was an account he made to troll Mellow, but also he trolled his own attorney, Bedro, on it like a fucking idiot, and used a lot of N-words doing it. But he said it's totally okay because he didn't use a hard R at the end. He spelled it with an A, so it's totally acceptable to be a racist when you use an A instead of an R to use the N-word, which is absurd, right? Absurd. We're glad you found us, Simon. I often talk to both those gentlemen. And now he found us all by mistake. See how that works? It's amazing, right? Okay. Let's play what he had to say about using the N-word, since he's so outraged about Proctor and Good, which again, disgusting texts. There's no excuse for them, period. But
Jesse can't hear.
is
Jesse came
ridiculous.
here as a follower. She's a mod now.
Yes,
You know,
she did.
he's losing followers left and right because he is screwing himself. When one of those
So,
fake emails that he used against me, he used
yep.
M.A. Taylor. So he did a story about Matthew Taylor. 451 is
Mhm.
the building number of where the guy lives. He is so stupid, he gives himself away.
Yep. And then in a minute, we're gonna. LTG told us a little while ago that Ethel lost 500 subscribers, and I'll tell you why. Ethel Machado lost those subscribers in a moment. But first, let me show you the Tanty, right?
2020. Like, this is not like during the George Floyd shit. Maybe that's like, everybody's like, oh no, we gotta find racism and call it out and blah blah blah. It's like, we're kind of past that. Like that kind of shit doesn't work. The same with like, oh, you're like, it's like you're anti. Oh, fuck off. I came to a fuck off. Yeah, or like if they say, oh, you're anti, oh, you don't support Israel, you're anti-Semitic. Like that doesn't work anymore. That used to work. It doesn't work anymore. It's like you're just gonna call people racist all the time now and think that like anyone's gonna give a shit, It's like, no, nobody cares at all. And like Jimmy's funny actually, and that's why we watch him, because he's funny. And that's it. Like we're just gonna keep watching it. Like we can sell out the Wilbur because people are entertained by us. Oh wait, did you see this screenshot of him using the N-word? Yep. Don't care. Don't care at all. At all. At all. I'm sorry. Don't care. Doesn't bother me. But he's racist. Doesn't actually mean that. It's kind of a popular word that
he's right. It's worse.
Is a blurred line.
Well, it's N-word's a popular word, and he doesn't care. He doesn't care, guys. He doesn't care about the N-word. He doesn't care. It's
He's
fine.
not racist. I'll tell you, he's not racist because if there's something worse, that's exactly what he is.
Wait a second. Wait for it, right? I got another one. Wait for it. Because again, let's all remember these comments that he made about Jessica Hyde. Okay? So yeah, no, he's not racist at all, right? Not even a little bit.
He's an equal opportunity moron.
Head whore. That's what she is.
Hold on, listen to this.
Piece of shit towel head whore. That's what she is. Fuck Jessica Hyde. Fuck her. That fake Muslim piece of shit. That's what she is. What are you? Seriously, what's with the hair? You're white.
Who says this?
Your name is Jessica Hyde. Okay? Not fucking Muhammad. You're Jessica Hyde.
Like what?
You're the whitest girl ever. Ever. You're not Muslim. Stop it. Can we talk about that? You look fucking ridiculous. Right?
Who looks ridiculous?
I think I know the case she's talking about.
What are you doing?
I think this is the 9/11 case.
That's the best they could find. A white girl named Jessica Hyde cosplaying like a Muslim. Is that what we're doing here?
She was married to.
That's your biggest fucking expert that you can find?
No, I'll tell
making
you.
Weird, unfunny dad jokes about fucking Star Wars. That's what you're doing. That's the best that you could find.
I believe that was one of the 9/11 cases.
No, it wasn't. Jessica Hyde was the one of the experts on the Karen Reed case.
All right. I'm just saying that in the 9/11 situation, one of the, I guess, whoever's were on the planes, one of his wives was an American woman who was living as a, as the gentleman, the guy, whoever's wife, and they
that was the
talked to her.
marathon bomber. That was the marathon bomber.
I'm just saying it's one of them,
converted to Muslim. She was white, but she had converted to Muslim. But
that's what I was thinking about
He's
here.
talking about Jessica Hyde, who was one of the experts in the Karen Reed trial. And she had, I think, braids or dreadlocks, so she wore like a head covering, but it wasn't a she wasn't wearing a burqa, right? So it wasn't Muslim per se, right? And also, who gives a fuck if it was or wasn't? Like, why? First of all,
he's got no room to talk. He's got a tiny, moldy mushroom with no stem. So who's he to talk?
Facts. So let's wait. Listen to the rest of the 9 seconds. Hold on.
She's an Orthodox Jew. So she's going for the Fiddler on the Roof look? Is that what she's doing?
Like,
he's
really?
on the diddle on the roof.
Right? Like, what the, like, sir. Yeah, it's exactly. Valley's girl hit it on the head. It's a popular word with racists. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? First of all, what does it matter if she was Orthodox Jew or Muslim, does that somehow make her a different person than she is?
Was
Does it
she
magically
born
make her
Catholic? Was she born
Like, who
Catholic,
cares?
Christian? You know?
I don't, yeah, who gives a shit? Like, that's the point, is he's inherently racist and has been for pretty much as long as I've gone as far back to dig with him. He's misogynistic, racist, just a bigot, yeah, in general. But he forgets he has kids, right? Like, your kids are gonna see this shit, right? One day. And like, yeah, the receipts are receding. You know, I think it was some idiot on the internet one time that said the internet is forever. Wasn't that you, Aiden? The internet is forever? Yeah, it fucking sure is. The internet is forever. So when you pretend to get outraged about someone else making racist comments, you forget about the racist ones you've made yourself, right? Because that'll
But
make
he's
lies of people he doesn't like.
he's also stupid in a different way. He leaves plotting evidence to plot to set somebody up still live on the internet. He left the evidence that he committed a what do you call that? I can't think at the moment. A conspiracy to commit a crime. He left it on the internet for people to
Like
see.
an idiot.
Just saying.
Well, that's,
And
I
when
mean,
you
that's
use
what he
M.A.
did.
Taylor, when you did a story on Matthew Taylor, who lived at 451, I'm not saying the rest, I know it though.
Yeah.
You're so friggin' stupid. And who is he to call other people anything? He's
That's my
got
point.
he's a bum who begs for money on the internet. There are
He
legitimate
tells on
reasons.
himself.
There
You
are
know,
legitimate
he
reasons.
tells on himself, and that's the other thing. Like, all the people he shit on for asking for help, who needed that help, right? He's out here screaming and yelling, you need to give me 80, 90,000, over 400,000 now, or close to 500,000 people have given him for his, you know, criminal and civil case. He fucking created.
$7.3 million.
Yeah, that's Google. I'm talking about just his, like, that's the Google,
YouTube.
that's like
That's YouTube.
But I'm talking about just the, like, you know, just his give, send, go. And that doesn't even count the direct donations. That doesn't count the fundraisers. It doesn't count, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't count any of that shit, right?
He's made $7.3 million to ruin people's lives.
Yeah.
Since 2013. Since
2013. I think it was 5 million since 2020.
Yep.
Yeah, so I heard about this.
You gotta understand the deductions on the fees that YouTube has paid him, obviously, but still.
YouTube is 30 to 40%, and that's
45.
only when he's monetized. Remember that, because he was demonetized several times on YouTube for his behavior. So I think he's demonetized right now, as a matter of fact. Like, so this is, as Sanchez wrote, blatant racism and misogynism, sorry, is disgusting, and there's no excuse for defending it. The same standard should apply consistently. You know who else is a blatant racist? A Turtle Boy, aka Ghetto Mellow. Proctor called Karen Reed, see you next Tuesday. So did Turtle Boy. The outrage shouldn't depend on who is saying it. And I wholeheartedly agree. Like, where is the outrage for the same shit Aiden says all the fucking time? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
But the thing is he's gotten over 45,000 reports to YouTube, and every one of them were ignored. All the videos that I reported, all ignored. I've got the documentation because I investigated it. I went through high hoops and down deep rabbit holes. And Google punishes you. Google punishes you when you investigate their income source. They punish you.
They do not.
I could not send Elise the emails this morning until I had to clear my cache, reset my phone, and do everything else because they put a block on my phone, however it works. So I have to clean out everything and start again with my Google account, my Gmail account, just to send emails. They punish you for investigating it.
But that's
not
also
just him,
because
but
not only did we investigate, but contacted the legal department and made them fully aware of all of it. So, he's not demonetized. I thought he was demonetized right now. He made a comment yesterday to turn on monetization when he was doing the Proctor reading, but he shouldn't be with what you don't want to know why, though. He probably doesn't. And I'll tell you this much. If you turn your monetization on, so he might be, I don't know if he has this on or not, but when you turn yours on, right? For instance, mine's on. It's always on. But when you turn yours on, it gives people another way to be able to donate to your channel, right? Through memberships or these new jewels that we have, right? Those are pretty cool. They're sort of mimicking like a TikTok-y thing, but they have the jewels now instead of super stickers, and then they have, you have memberships and super thanks, which aren't used that often. Super thanks are like when you're watching it when it's restreamed and you can't give a super chat, you can actually donate in the comment section whatever amount you want and write a comment, and it'll show up as a super thanks on the video. And so like it doesn't happen often, but I think I've gotten like 2 ever. But nonetheless, like those are options through YouTube, right? And when you turn that monetization on, then other people, instead of doing the more direct routes, like your link or your PayPal or your Venmo or your Cash App, sometimes will choose to just use YouTube. And YouTube takes 30 to 60% depending on what it is. They don't pay you out until next month. So whatever I make between the 1st of June and the last day of June, the 30th, I think it is for June, yeah, I will not get until between the 21st and the 25th of July. So you're not getting that to keep your channel running right away, right? So for a small channel, it's difficult because you need funding to be coming in so that you can run the platform, right? And so when you turn the monetization off, the only options people have are the direct donations. And so people like him choose to turn it off so that the only option people have is to, just do the direct options. I leave all of the options open because it's like, it gives other people, like maybe they don't want to use direct options, right? Like, I mean, mine are secure. As you know, we have the credit and debit link that I keep pinned to the chat. And then we have like Chime and Revolut for those people who are out of country, and PayPal, and then Venmo, Cash App, right? And then we have an Amazon wish list, and those are all in the description of the video. But when you turn off the options for super chat, super sticker, all that, then they only can do the direct ones. And I feel like he wants just the direct ones. He doesn't want YouTube to be taking 30 to 60%, right? Like he wants just the direct straight to him, which at a larger channel doesn't really make sense. You could get away with doing both and be fine, right? But we know he's greedy. So, we're still at 575, Annie.
And
So
that's
we're
money
a little over
towards the,
half.
that's more than
The first bill, but there's 2
right.
bills.
And
So
just working into the second bill, I
yeah,
don't know, but estimated around 500.
they estimated
It could be
to
more,
us.
it could be less,
Could be
depending on
less,
how she
but
does. And
that's the estimation.
if there's less, I will donate it to them to help other animals. I'll just give it whatever's left. I'll give it to them to put somebody else in my position to help the other animals, like we did for D&E, Chris Albert.
Oh, I
You
loved
left
doing
what,
that. That was
a
fun.
$300 or $400 tip that day?
There was a lot. I don't even know exactly how much it was, but yeah, I just dumped all of it in the
But
tip
if
jar.
there's any more, it's not just for Bella at that point. If there's any more, if there is, it's going to go towards future animals they'll take care of.
Yeah, I
When
like
Bella
to
broke
allow
her leg,
people to
when Bella
choose.
broke her leg, I got a call and rushed home. I lived in Exeter at that point. I rushed to Warren. They didn't charge me a penny,
Yeah, which was
So
nice.
donations, donations after her bill is covered or not, I'll sell my soul to the
Buy
devil
your
to pay the
mom
rest of it. I don't care. But if there's anything extra, I will give it to them, and I'll make sure I
I
get
don't know
something.
what buy your mod a coffee is. I've never heard of that. I've heard of buy a coffee, but I think I made an account forever ago, but I've never used it. I don't even know how it works, to be honest with you. I didn't know. I don't even know. I've never heard of that. This is the first I'm ever hearing of that, to be honest with you. I feel like probably larger channels probably get into doing stuff like that, which makes sense, but I've never even heard of that. I've heard of Buy Me a Coffee, which is like a website that creators can use for people to make donations, but we have so many options already. I didn't want to add like a whole nother one of Buy Me a Coffee, but I've never heard of the Buy Your Mod a Coffee
I
one.
think Kate
I don't
Peter
remember
uses it.
that
I
one.
don't know how it works either.
Yeah, Kate uses Buy Me a Coffee. I have no idea how it works.
I don't even have to ask
I've
for
never heard
coffee.
of that.
I got lunch delivered in a McDonald's parking lot.
Oh my God, do you know how good McDonald's sounds right now? I kid you not. Like, I'm not even lying. Like, hot fries from McDonald's sounds fucking amazing right this minute. Sorry, I really needed like a cold drink. The allergies are coming because it's that time of year, So real quick, yeah, so we're at 575. a little over half is where we're at. Thank you, Simon, for joining us. I appreciate you for being here, and definitely get some sleep, my friend. You do a great job over with Brian and Mike. So make sure you get some Z's, my friend. Take care of yourself too, you know? He saw that it was going to be a longer show because the documents Shane came out and his first thought was gotta monetize. Wow, he said it out loud. What a fucking douche nozzle. So LTG, then the ad started. Yeah, see, when you monetize, the automatic ads pop up. I have no control over when they insert them, how many they insert. All we have the option to do is turn monetization on. And the only other option we have for ads is low, medium, high. And I have it set at medium, which is what everyone usually has it set at, unless you're Aiden, and I guess then you would set it at high because you're just a fucking greed monger. But that's the only control creators have over ads is low, medium, high, and being your monetization being on. But more views means a little more ad revenue, although the ad revenue is really, really small. It's like cents, literal cents. I kid you not. But yes, thank you, Simon. I appreciate you. Definitely take care of yourself, my friend. You know I love you guys. I've never heard of that before. That was definitely the first time I've heard of that. Okay, let me see. There was, so LTG just reminded us, by the way, right? So I'm going to tell you guys what happened with Ethel, right? Now, Ash, I know you haven't been around in a bit because you've been dealing with your health issues and the pup, which, by the way, if you're just joining us, we are still raising money for the vet bill for Ashley's pup, who is currently at the moment getting a blood transfusion.
Life-saving, because they said without it, she wouldn't make it. Life-saving.
Right, so, yep.
There are two wonderful people. There are two wonderful people that the vet, I guess, put their, whatever's together. They found two other people to bring their dogs in this morning. That is a match, however that works. I don't know if it's the same as humans. Two other people brought their dogs in this morning to donate blood. They took their day out of their job.
Nice.
So
yeah,
the amount of love shown today, I show this love to everybody. I don't care. But the amount of love shown today towards Bella, not just towards me, but towards Bella, so I can bring her home. It breaks my heart. Hold on.
No, Ash, I know. It's okay. We're gonna figure it out together. You're not alone. You know that. I know you know that, but I have to say it,
I can't say thank you enough to everybody. I don't care who you are.
People too,
I can't walk in the door of my house. I'm sitting in a parking lot versus going home from 9:30 this morning. I can't walk into my house without my Bella alert system making sure all the neighbors know I'm home. If I have to carry her, I'll carry her.
Well, you carried her downstairs to use the bathroom last night.
She's 8 years old. She's not, they said she's not, other than the problem she's having with the labs, the blood work's a mess, and this disease and that, and they're trying to treat it. Last night, based upon they can't get a determining factor what caused it. They didn't care about the money. Know. I had to pay something. I gave them the whole 100 I had for the month. It was 106, whatever. I gave it to them, fine, no big deal. Right. They didn't say we need the money now. Normally, that's how they work. You go to the vet, you pay the bill. That's how they normally work. They don't do loans.
Yes. They do credit, but you have to have credit to have that. And so with people like us who have shit credit, we get denied for that.
My divorce ruined my credit.
Welcome to the club, my friend.
And you know what? I'm sorry about all the creditors, but my divorce ruined my credit. It ruined my business. It ruined everything. I'm glad because I'm at peace for the most part. Not today.
Well,
and I live broke and I'm fine with it. But the love that you all showed today, even just saying prayers for Bella, just saying, please come home, Bella, please. I've been doing that to her all night last night. Looking at her from her nose to my face, right there. Bella, keep going, baby, all night. Keep going, baby,
Hopefully this.
And she made it through the night.
8 isn't old enough for her to go yet,
That's what the vet said.
Not there yet.
If they can handle fixing this blood work situation, she can be good to go, whatever.
Right. She makes it through this part, then, Oh, thank you, LTG. That was really nice of you.
I asked for an
LTG sent
update.
$20 for the Bella Fund.
Thank
So we're
you
at
so much.
$5.95. That's good.
Thank you all. Honest to God, from the bottom of my heart. I don't beg for money. I hate having to ask. But
This
you
is not
guys have
begging.
come
This is
through.
you called me and asked if I would just mention it, and I
Yes.
said no. I said I'll do one better.
You did.
Right? I think, like, as a human being, like, we need to come together. You know, like,
Yep.
we need to show people that, like, when something like this happens, that strangers and even an online community can make a difference. Like, I have faith that that can happen, right? Like, I have faith that we can do this, right? We've been here about an hour and 47 minutes, right? And we're at 5.95, right?
And I will get a
Yes.
receipt for every penny.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really worried about the receipt. I've already seen
I'm
the
just saying,
bills. You know what I
I'm
mean? Like,
thinking of
I've
down.
already
I'm thinking of
know where
some
the dog
moron
is,
down the
talk to the
road.
vet. Yeah, yeah. I
I'm just
mean,
thinking of some moron down the road. We've got proof verification, so you don't get
yeah,
trashed
the
for
bill
helping
is
me.
on the bill before she got the blood is on the fucking screen. You know what I mean? Like,
I know,
I'm
but
not
I'm
worried
just
about
saying.
that. Also,
You know how
I
it
know you,
works.
like, in real life, not just
Yes.
online. Like, you're with me every month, at least once a month, bringing me to my doctor's appointment, like,
For
all
your
the way across
protection,
one
though.
state into another.
For your protection against a greedy grifter, I'm just saying that
Yes.
there will be a receipt.
I'm not fucking worried about him. Fuck him.
I know, but
Fuck him.
I don't want to fuck him. I mean, what good is it with a tiny
Right?
moldy mushroom with no stem?
Like, screw him, dude.
At
He's
this
over there
point,
telling people $5 or more, guys, for me to read your fucking comment, right? And he goes out of his way not to pop up the comments in his chat on the screen. Like, what a fucking piece of human garbage. What a greed monger. Like, you can't even pop up on the screen the comments from your chat. Like, I don't get it, dude. It just, I guess he
I'm
never
just
really
saying.
wanted to connect with his community, and that's why, you know.
But for me, you have the receipt. So if he
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
at you, here you go.
Fucking
Thank you.
And also, who owes him anything? Not for nothing, but I don't owe him a goddamn thing, and neither do you. And I feel like every time we do that, every time we go, well, here's the fucking receipt, go fuck yourself. Like, we're giving him a little bit of satisfaction, and it's like, you don't owe him anything. No one
I've
does.
got
We don't
until
owe him
September
an
28th.
explanation for personal fucking shit. We don't owe him a goddamn thing.
I've got until September 28th to file criminal charges against him because that'll be the 3-year marker.
Well, you need to do it, girl.
My thing is I try to put him in the past. I try to forget him in the past, but he's a part of my life that I'll never get rid of now, and it's too late. But that's
it's
all right.
unfortunate, right? But it's also a part of your past that, like, now we're stronger for, and now
I am.
you know,
I am
you have
much
a
stronger
community
for
of
it.
other people who have gone through it and know exactly his fucking game and what he does to hurt other people. And so I find the silver lining in all of it is that I got to meet a bunch of really awesome people that I probably would have not met otherwise. And I got to help a lot of his victims who probably they didn't know where to turn, right? They didn't know who they could trust. They didn't even know if they could trust me. And that's very humbling, right? That they know that, like, I'm just a phone call away. And not even just his victims, but I've helped people in the community with, like, other personal matters that have nothing to do with him at all. And they know I'm just one phone call, one text message, one email. Like, being a YouTuber doesn't make me anything other than a person that, makes my living streaming and for ways that work for my family, right? Like, I am disabled. I can't physically do my career anymore, unfortunately.
Right.
I can't afford 60 grand in childcare, so I have to be home to get my kids from school.
Not only that, but you take care of your disabled daughter. You take good care of your disabled daughter. You know?
But she's also adult and she gets help from her boyfriend too. So it's like,
I'm just saying.
we pull together as a team. And as you know, I was on the phone this morning with my sister's brain surgeon with my sister. And now I got to figure out a way to help my sister. She's going to have the surgery in the first week of August. And
Right after my hold on,
doctor-
hold on. Right after my surgery, I could not take you to your appointment, right?
Yep.
Yeah. You survive on YouTube with the donations you get because you don't have money. But you have to pay when you can't get a ride. What was it, $80-something to get a ride to this place and back?
120 round trip.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
For one
120 round
trip. I had major surgery on my neck.
A month.
I couldn't drive.
That's okay.
And without your supporters, without your your friends, your family, because everybody is family. Once you guys get close together, your family, and doesn't whatever.
And
You survive. You survive outside of your expenses that you already couldn't afford, based upon YouTube. That's a legitimate reason. He's out there destroying people as a bum for no legitimate reason. Except he got fired from his job. Yes, he got fired. It was related to a hot dog incident and a sexual expression towards a child. I don't know if it was a student of his or a student of the other school. Right. But he lost his job. He got fired. He didn't quit teaching. He lost his journalistic.
Yeah, he got walked out.
Escorted out.
Like,
yep.
Yeah.
And his teaching license is gone. It says revoked on the state website. So he can go with that lie. I quit school to whatever. He didn't quit. He got fired. So anyway, he lied right from the go.
I do, Annie, but only one of them is little, right? Like only one of them can't watch themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not going to leave my little child who can't be home alone.
You're going to remind me
my other two are old enough to. First of all, my oldest doesn't live at home anymore. She lives on her own.
Your appointment's coming up, isn't it?
What?
Your next appointment.
No, I just went. My sister brought me last week, so it's another weeks.
All right. Well, one of these days I'm gonna come up there and pick on you for it anyway.
Remember, it was a Tuesday instead of a Monday.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
This time it'll be a Monday again. But yeah. It was a Tuesday this time, and you already had an appointment. So
I look forward to it. That's the thing. I look forward to it.
But yes, I do have 3 girls, but my other 2 are old enough to they don't need babysitters. That's the point. They don't need childcare babysitters. They're old enough to watch themselves. But I also wouldn't leave. My oldest lives on her own with her boyfriend, and he helps out a lot. And the family fills in the rest, obviously. But I wouldn't leave my middle home with my little either. You know what I mean? Like that. No, I've never done that. So it's my responsibility, not my middles. But yes,
I don't think I've ever left my kids home alone. My son would have probably burned the place down. Ha ha.
Listen, when they're old enough to watch themselves, then you don't need childcare anymore, right? Like that's, totally. Speaking of my little, oh no, I agree with you, Lorelai, 100%, and I have no problem with that. As you can see, the bill from yesterday is on the screen, so that's the point. Like there are, receipts, right? My point was like, fuck. No matter what he says, is my point. Like we will provide them to the people who donated. We don't have a problem with that. My point is like fuck what he says. Who gives a fuck what he says? When has he ever provided a receipt for the fucking 400 up to 500,000 and more that he has whined and bitched about for his legal expenses that he keeps racking up? Right? Like no.
That's what you said when you said earlier. Fuck him. I was thinking about that. He's been screwed so many different ways. His hole is probably so loose you wouldn't feel it fucking him. So it's not worth my time to go up there, especially with a tiny moldy mushroom. No stem.
Right.
It's not worth my time. And you're distracting my mind, and I'm not crying, so thank you.
No, I wouldn't ask my middle to watch my little. Also, she has a job, and also she does 50% of her time here and 50% of her time with her dad. So she's not here every day either. You know what I mean? So like some days she spends with her dad and some days she spends here. And so
if she has an emergency, you're right there.
Well, yeah, of course. All my kids. Of course.
Right. I'm just saying.
I'll kick down doors. You know that. You brought me over to my daughter's house when we had to change. She needed me to come change her bandages. And off we went to change the bandages. Yep. Like you got to
jump in the car and go. That's what it is.
Yep. You got to do what you got to do.
Like you said, I brought you there. It wasn't something that I was, around and hanging out and doing. No, I was at home. You said you need help.
Yeah, I did. I needed help. Yep. My
Yeah,
kid
you
needed
need
help,
help.
and you helped me get there. Like,
I don't care
so
how I do things, you know. See, there's a funny sign. I don't know if I can email it to you without losing you again. There's a
probably not.
funny
Me neither,
sign.
Annie. I had no choice. I had to watch my sisters when I was a kid. By the time I was like 11, although I am much older than my sisters, I am 7, 9 years older than my sisters, but I had no choice as a kid. I had to help like homework, bathe, feed. Like I had to do, I had no choice as a kid, but I think that's also why I don't think I would ever do that to my kids, because I know what it took away from me as a child. Like that's not a child's responsibility, regardless of their age. It's the parent's responsibility, right? It's my responsibility, not my middles, right? Like, and so I remember as a kid being forced to be a second mom, basically. And it didn't feel good, like it didn't feel, can't go out with your friends, like, because you know because you have to watch your sisters, right? Like, and that's not my responsibility, right, as a kid. And so I
You,
never
you should have an
ever would have
email.
that be the response. I have an email. Would never ever have that responsibility. No, it's, listen, I share as much as I can with you guys within safety measures,
Right.
right? I was married to my middle's dad, which we're not anymore, right? So she has parents that don't live together, although my kids all call my husband dad because he's been in their lives since my
That's how it
oldest
is with my
was,
in-laws. That was mom
yeah,
and
like
dad for me.
10, or 9. We've been together 12 years, so most of my other two's lives, she also spends time with her dad's family. And so that happens when you're not with the other parent anymore. But my husband does a great job as a fill-in dad. He's a rock star for that, for sure. Oh, I get what you meant. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Oh,
Did you
girl,
get the
listen, I get it all
email?
too. Yep. Hold on, I'm looking. It's a little slow today on my emails. Hold on. I also have, like, me. I have 3 emails. One for the show, one for my personal, and you have my personal. So I got to switch in between my personal and my.
Nothing with you is personal.
Pretty much, no. I share everything that I can with my audience because I'm just a regular person, just like the rest of you. And
When
so
I help
I like
people out,
sharing. Yeah, I like
when
sharing.
when I help people out, what she's looking for right now is a warning that they must accept before I help them out.
I love this. Warning, the following narrative involves Ashley, whose professional
Pop it up,
endeavors
pop it up, pop it up, pop it up,
I
pop it up.
can't. I gotta download it first. Hold on. See, it's
Oh,
not that easy to just pop it up from my email. I gotta download it. I gotta add it, so on and so forth.
while you're doing that, I'll explain this. After I was September 28, 2023 was the day of my trial. The jury found me not guilty in less than 5 minutes. They went in the room. And as soon as they went in the room, we were getting up. I was talking to my lawyer, the district attorney guy. They had to get 4 district attorneys because 4 district attorneys walked away. Then they forced this guy to do the job.
They should
He made
have.
me look
Be
like
fair.
shit. He made me look like shit. And the jury came in the room. As soon as they shut the door, it was
You're
like
like,
I was
nope.
getting ready to walk out in the hallway. And he says, whoa, 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 the jury's ready. And the lawyer says, I've never seen a jury that fast. Now, the other
Nope.
thing Aiden shit on is there was a transgender person on my jury. But
Why
they
is that a
cannot,
problem?
no, it was for him it was, but they cannot claim that it was that person that controlled the whole jury. It was
Well, of
less than
course
5 minutes.
you have to have the whole jury has to agree if they're,
Now,
you know what I mean?
now you
So
can read it because they probably can't read it. Well, at least I can't read it. What does it say?
what? It says, warning, the following narrative involves Ashley, whose professional endeavors frequently exhibit profound incompetence, hazardous decision making, occasionally resulting in absurd statements intended for comedic effect. Remediation is not an option. The situation is beyond recovery. That's so funny. That is so funny.
That's me. And you know that's me, you know?
You make light of the worst situations because you're the same as my daughter. Like, you use humor to sort of deal with really
Anything.
hard shit. Yeah. And
But I'm the
my
only one
daughter's
you
the same
know
way.
that, I'm the only one you know would go to a Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru and order a McWhopper.
No, my
Extra
dad.
onions.
And that's what makes me laugh so hard is like, that's the shit my dad used to do. And I miss that. And so when you do it, it just reminds me of like I said, I believe in karma. I believe people are put in your life for a reason.
I've gone to a
And
drive-through before and ordered an anchovy pizza. I forgot where. I think it was the pharmacy.
forget what you asked for last time we were at fucking Dunkin' Donuts. I don't drink Dunkin' Donuts, but we were getting it for you, and I forget what you asked for, and I was like, fuck this. The lady was like, what?
I've ordered anchovy pizzas through drive-through. Just situations where you wouldn't expect it. It makes them laugh. So no matter what they're going through at that moment, they're laughing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not about me. I'm having fun, but it's not about making them laugh.
Technically, if you want to be technical with my family, my dad, who adopted me, has other kids. So technically, my dad had one boy and the rest girls. So Taylor was also like, she came after my parents split, but she was the older sibling of kids that my dad had with his girlfriend after my mom. So he had two daughters with the girl after my mom and sort of adopted Taylor too. So then it was Taylor, Catherine, Autumn, which Autumn's the youngest. And so those three, and then me and my two sisters, and then my little brother, who's technically a half brother, or step brother, although again, we grew up in the same household. So to me, it's just my brother. But he lives in Florida. And my dad had custody of him since he was like 3. His mother was a drug addict, and my brother's 3 years younger than I am. So it's kind of a big family, but at the same time, also not, because it was separated, right? Like separate different parts. Like when my mom and dad split, obviously my dad and my brother moved. And then after a couple of years, they moved to Florida with my grandmother, my father's mother. And then my dad had his other 2 daughters and adopted other one at his girlfriend's house, which is in the North Shore, and then me and my 2 sisters. And so me and my 2 sisters don't really see the other 3 girls maybe once every couple years. You know what I mean? So it's not like one big Brady Bunch family. It was like separated little families, if that makes sense. And my husband, though, comes from a large family of 9, but kind of separated as well. So his mom had 1, 2, 5, and his dad had an extra 3, 8. So 8. But they weren't all in the same house at the same time. They were up to like 6 at one point, I believe. And then my husband's father and mother split, and she remarried. Didn't have any other kids after that, though. So like split, you know what I mean? Like split families. Although there's a lot of them, at least my husband's family is kind of the same way, right? They're split up. So like some of them are close and some never speak. It's just kind of the way it is, unfortunately. So my family has dwindled down to just me, my little sister, who has AP deletion. So sort of like my sister-in-law who has Down syndrome, my sister has an extra tip of a chromosome. So she's got the brain of a child. And then my sister, Brianna, who is about to have that brain surgery in August. And that's the other thing we're trying to work out right now, is my sister's going to need help with kids. As you guys know, my sister just had a baby and had to wait until after she had the baby to have this brain surgery. And so my niece will be 2 in August. My nephew is 6 and he's autistic, and the baby is almost 3 months. He's 2 months right now. Carter's 2 months. And so we have to figure out how. The doctor said that my sister will be very weak for the first month, might have to go to a rehab after the surgery, and that she basically won't be able to do much. And so that leaves a lot of holes left to fill that I'm going to have to step up and fill. And obviously I'll do whatever I can, but I also have to think about how I'm going to work the show around that, how I'm going to pay the bills while I'm doing all that. But no matter what, like, my sister's not alone. She has help. And it's just really difficult sitting on the phone this morning with the surgeon and hearing all of the things, like he went step by step about how it's going to go, what's going to happen. She's going to have to see oncology afterwards. And it was a lot. It was a lot. And it wasn't in person. It was a phone call, but my sister did not want to have that phone call alone. And so I'm usually with her in the morning, drop the kids off at school, and then she brings me back home and goes about her day. And this morning I stayed with her longer and waited for the surgeon to call. He was about 20 minutes late on the phone call, and then we were on the phone for quite a while. But it was emotional. She was super grateful though that she wasn't alone having that phone call. She had questions, and she's like, I need a second pair of ears listening to what he's saying, because I'm so upset about like having to have it done and not knowing what's going to happen, that it's tough. You know what I mean? It's tough.
It is.
Should make a meal plan for her. Have people sign up for a certain day and for other. Oh, that's smart, but I feel like, isn't that something you would do for like family? Like, again, me and my two sisters don't really have any family left. You know what I mean? Like my grandparents on that side of the family are long gone. My other grandmother lives in Florida and she's sick herself. Yeah, obviously family first, but see, that's what I'm going to have to try to work out, right? Because I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it because it's my sister and my niece and my nephews. And like, yeah, my sister obviously needs that help and support. She's not gonna be able to take care of the kids or cook meals. And then I also got to figure out how to, even if I meal plan for her, if I could rally even like neighbors to fill in the gaps, like I'd still have to also then feed her and her kids and then come home and feed, my kids. And it's going to be a lot, at least from the first week of August until I'd probably see the second week in September at the very least, is when the doctor said he assumes that it will have like be about a month that she'll be very weak, and there might be other symptoms. I'm gonna have to get more information on how to do that. I've never done that before. I've heard of it, but I don't know how it works. I don't know who you would ask. But it's definitely something I need to look into. It was a lot of information this morning, and my brain.
If there's anything you can help, if there's anything I can help you with, I would be glad to help you with.
Of course. I mean, that's the thing. I don't think there's much people can help with, unfortunately.
Well, I like making phone calls.
I do too. I love doing that for people. For being on three-way as the advocate and making sure people don't get screwed over,
Yeah.
But
when I get a chance with the scammer, I enjoy it, but I got to get a dash cam so I can turn it on myself or something.
Well, I'll tell you that the brain surgeon, phenomenal guy. Like, you were looking for a brain surgeon that had like the best fucking bedside manner you could ever think of. This is the guy. Okay. This is the guy. Like, that doctor was so kind and like, just like loving, that I was like, it put me at a little bit of ease. Like, that he was like, whatever we got to do, we'll do, right? They were looking into like childcare, but how would that work, right? Because I don't drive, I don't have a car. So, I mean, I guess I could borrow my sister's car to take them to and from, but then again, at nighttime is a different story, right? So I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Like, yeah, we're not church people, so I can't say that we go to church. We don't. We're more spiritual, I guess, than religious.
That song, Take Me to Church, might finally get you there. So you never know these things.
I love that song. I freaking love that song. You're my baker, Jesse. I might have to hit you up for some baking goods. Maybe some like blueberry muffins for the morning time or something. Because you girl, you bake it up. You bake, and I love baking. I just never have the time anymore,
I love baking too, and everything comes out extra crispy and colored black, guaranteed every time. Wicked tasty.
Wicked freaking tasty.
It was supposed to be a cake. It was supposed to be a cake, but the bun pan made it out.
I just want to tell you guys, right, that I don't know if you guys remember at the end of yesterday's show, I got Amazon package that the room service guy, it was his day off, he brought up to me, and we opened it, and it was that sticky roll book for my daughter, this little guy, right? Last night, me and my daughter spent about 2 hours opening every sticky roll sticker and putting them in the book where it belongs. And then we realized that, guess what? Not every sticker is in here. When you buy the kits that have the different bracelets, they come with different pages that you can add to the book. And so we spent, and it was so fun. I'm telling you, it was so fun. So when the sticky rolls are done, I saved one to show you guys. When the sticky rolls are done, see, look, they're on this little teeny tiny roll, right? And you undo it, and you pull one off, and there's like 10 stickers on each roll. When the sticker roll is done, it's a bead, right? it's a little bead, and each one is like a different color. And then you can still make the bracelets with the beads that the sticky rolls come from. But we spent 2 hours putting the little stickers where they went in the book, and we had a freaking blast just sitting there on the bed, putting the little stickers where they went in the book to collect them all. And we just had so much fun doing it. So I just wanted to say thank you again. We put the extra ones that didn't have a spot on the backs because sticky roll stickers you can unstick and restick. And so when we do get the page for the sloths, because they're cute and the panda, then we'll put the page in, then we can unstick them from the back of this one, right? Just a blank back, and put them in their respective places. But we had so much freaking fun just putting the stickers where they belonged in the book. And of course, my daughter was like, Mommy, where can we get more sticky rolls? We're out of sticky rolls. And I was like, girl, listen. I mean, not that they're super expensive, but I was like, obviously we cannot get those right now. But I love the idea. We had so much fun doing it. Like, they're so cute, you guys. Like, obviously these pink spots here and different pages are different colors. You know, purple on this one, but like you put them where they go, you know, and then you collect them, right? And it was so much fun. It's so much fun. So again, there was no like gift receipt in it, but just a shout out again to whoever got this for my little, like, we had a freaking blast just putting the stickers where they went. And of course, now my little's looking to fill this up with stickers and do this with mom all the time. And I love making memories. And that was probably one of the funnest things we've done since we made the squishies the other day in the Taba squishy kit that one of you got her. And we're gonna have to get another one of those too, because we made all the Taba squishies. It was 6. And as you guys know, we had so much fun making those Taba squishies, and we made our little Taba squishies, and they're so fun. They're so fun. And I gave my nephew one, obviously, because he was like, I want a Taba squishy. And so that's what we did. We got, this one's got glitter on it, and it's a bear. And they came with little packets that you can just put them in to keep them, you know, keep them from like falling on the ground and just being, but they're so fun. They're so fun, and they're solid, right? We put the black coloring on the back and swirled it around, and it came out really, really cool on the back. It's like swirly in there. It's pretty cool. We're gonna have to get another one of these kits because that was super duper fun. It did take hours to do the tap squishes, but it was fun. But I just wanted to say thank you again for whoever picked up the sticky book off my wish list, because it came with like 7 sticky rolls of stickers and then another 3 on the bracelet. So we spent a good amount of time sticking them where they went, and we had an absolute blast doing it. So thank you again. What am I knocking over? Oh, let's not knock that over. My candle's falling. Thank you again. I appreciate it very, very much. It was super, super fun. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how that works, the meal train. You know, Ashley's pending an update right now. Well, I'm blaming all of you. That's okay. You can blame us for making it possible. You know, we'll do that. That's fine. I agree. Oh, hold on a second. 1 second, guys. My sister's actually calling. Speak about her. Let me just call her back.
Some people ask me at night why I don't shut off my phone, why I leave it near my nightstand.
I also do that.
Some people, well, while you're responding, you take your response and I'll deal with the show. It's my problem. No, I'm just kidding. I've had people in my life after I attempted suicide, and I did attempt suicide and clinically dead for 3 minutes because of Aiden. Never mind that. I leave my phone number on the internet for people who just need to talk. When I went through all that crap, I had nobody. So people say, why don't you shut your phone off at night? Because somebody breaks down, you know, and they give me crap for it. And I love it. I don't care, you know. But today, you guys,
I mean,
today,
you know
you
me,
guys,
I share.
today, you guys have been the call that I didn't have an answer for. I figured it was just going to be a disconnected call, if you will. I didn't have an answer for, but you all made it possible. Every one of you made Bella possible for me today, and I can't say thank you enough. I feel guilty as hell, but I can't say thank you enough.
of course, not everybody's going to be able to donate, but if you guys do have Twitter, if you can
Donate,
share my
donate,
posts, that would be
donate.
helpful.
Great, donate. Great. That's fantastic. I appreciate it. But prayers are just as valuable.
Yep.
Prayers is matches dollar for dollar if you just say a prayer. Because if I was in your shoes today and someone was in trouble, well, I'd probably go rob a bank to make a donation. But whatever. But I would be in a helpless place. I would give you $100. The 100 I gave the vet. My spending money for the whole month.
Yeah.
I've never needed to ask. Well, I mean, except for my cat back in the day that got destroyed by Aiden, but whatever. I'm a
Yeah,
giver.
but you help
I've
so
always been a
many
giver.
people
Yes.
already. Like you are a lot like me when it comes to like not asking questions and just doing it,
Right.
Like it's just
And
it's the
sometimes,
right thing to do.
sometimes delivering a coffee without expectations.
That was nice of you. I remember that day. You were a sneaky squirrel that day.
I
Little
had
sneaky
fun and I was
squirrel.
laughing the entire way.
Sneaky squirrel.
How did you get your coffee made that day? I want to try it, see how it tastes, and
Little
exactly what did you have in it? I'm at Mary
So
Lou's
sneaky.
where I live. Yep, I'm at Mary Lou's where I live. Yep.
Such a sneaky one that one is.
And that was a dash to your door. It wasn't DoorDash. It was a dash to your
It
door.
was a dash to my door, and that was super nice. One of the kindest things anyone's done, for me.
But then,
it was nice of you to do
then
that.
my heart was hurting again because I didn't realize your husband was home, so I would have gotten him something.
Oh, he'll survive. Okay, listen.
I know.
He's not.
Well, I don't know.
Like, you know how he is.
I put an image in your head and his head last night. I don't know if he could survive with that.
He's still laughing about that, by the way. This morning, he was still laughing with it. I was laughing with him on the phone this morning about it while he was waiting to load his truck. He was waiting for the packages to be ready at work, and
those images will never burn from your mind. There's images on the internet right now that are really traumatizing.
Funny.
And I did it to you guys, so you're gonna have to, consider mental health services after that image.
I'll take it. It's fine. But yeah, if you guys can't donate, prayers are definitely welcome. And just being here is a super big help. And, if you have Twitter, sharing my posts definitely will help. Although I didn't think to put my donation information in the post. Ashley's Cash App is there.
All right, I got an update.
Put it in the comments. What's the update? Give it to me.
Did I lose you guys?
No, we're waiting.
All right. So she's resting comfortably right now. The transfusion's done. She's getting fluids and hold on. Oh, look, it's so nice. Oh, I'm emailing that to you right now.
Okay. I'm guessing that's why it cut out on me because you're sending it. Let me go over to my email so we can get it when it comes in very quickly.
Oh, I think I know I got kicked out last time. Let me try it again.
For sending an email?
Well, I came to your video from an email.
Yeah, for the link. Yeah, that's different. Absolutely. Oh, she dropped off. She'll be back. Hey, Maestro. Sorry, we'll let Ashley send her email of, I'm guessing it's an updated picture of the doggy. It just breaks my heart, Like, of course, the first thing she was concerned about is whether I would make money on my own show. Like, no, let's worry about making sure your dog's healthy first, and then we'll worry about me after,
I lost you.
I got it.
I lost you. When I sent the email last time is why I lost you. This is what you guys have done to help me today. This is Bella because of you, the picture she's about to show you. This is your fault.
No. This is your fault. It's all your fault.
Yep.
Blame you. Hold on. I'm getting it. There it is.
Look at the difference from before and
She's
after.
awake. Yeah, she's wide
She's
awake.
alert. They got boo-boos on her leg, it looks like, but that's all right.
Yeah. The IV.
That's the same leg that she broke.
Poor
So
baby. But she's
she's
awake. That's
she's
good.
alert. Look, I want to go hold her. I want to go down there and hold her.
I know you do. I know. And you know
2
what?
hours
Like,
and 18 miles. I'm counting 2 hours and 18 miles, and I'm counting still.
even though, like, even after I wrap up the show, like, of course, we'll still leave it opened, and
That's
the
that's the
donation
most
option's
alert.
opened until
That's
it
the
gets
most
to the
alert
goal.
she's been. That's the
Yeah.
most alert
She
she's been
looks
in 3
alert
days.
now. She didn't not last night. She didn't.
Yeah. Compare the pictures.
Yeah. Well, also this is her just a little while ago, right? Just in the cage getting the blood
Yep.
transfusion. Like, this is just her just a little while ago.
Could,
Like,
had no
that's a
energy.
good none, right? Of course,
Yep.
if I was her, I wouldn't either. And then this is right now. So she's definitely perked up some. And of course, as we all know, vet bills are not fucking cheap. So I appreciate any and all of you who are donating to help Ash with the cost of these vet bills, because I wouldn't be able to pay for it if one of my fur babies got sick either. And the power of a community can do a lot. I'm super happy that we got over halfway there just today. It's very kind. I'm going to leave it obviously on my Twitter and share it there. She does look perkier. I agree. I agree. And of course, anybody who wants to donate can. And I'll of course make a whatchamacallit, a post when it's at the exact. We won't have an exact amount either until the vet gives the bill for the transfusion and today.
Yeah, my friend
we
that's
do-
giving me the updates is
just conked out again.
sorry.
There you go. Go ahead.
My friend that works there is a veterinary assistant, and the veterinarian and her are a team that will kill anybody in the world just to get an animal taken care of.
Oh, I'm
They'll
sure
do anything in the world. They would pick up a rabid raccoon and try to get it healthy again.
Oh, I'm sure they would. Yeah. I mean,
They
people
are
who love animals are just so amazing, like, in general.
when this is all done and she's doing good. I'm gonna make an update video of her playing and everything, and I'm gonna make a video for you guys to enjoy, because you guys are the reason she's in this position. Well, that's what I'm saying. Everybody here is the reason she looks like that right now.
And
I want you guys to understand that.
Just 2 hours ago, which was
Right.
this, right? Like, with the blood,
And
obviously, you can see the two.
they still don't know that the bill from yesterday is paid at this point. They don't care.
Right. Well, usually they save the dog first, and then they, when you go in, they're like, all right, the bill's now fucking, we know that there was 423 or 425 yesterday, as I put the bill up already.
And they normally do not do that billing.
Right.
Normally.
And then they'll give the rest of the bill when she goes to pick up the dog later.
Right.
For what the transfusion and the rest of it cost.
They did this.
The vet said around another 500, give or take.
Right. They did this only with $100 up front, and they didn't care. Yeah, I want to tell you guys, and I want to blare it to the world how good they have been and how much of a heart they have. And maybe we'll find a way without trouble going their way, because that's what they're worried about.
Well, yeah, they don't want to be harassed by the fucking turtle belt. That's why.
Aiden Trask, my divorce lawyer, I hired a lawyer for the restraining order that he had taken to federal court and won on the fact that I didn't show up because I didn't know. The lawyer didn't tell me.
Yeah.
The First Amendment rights. First Amendment rights that he tried to silence me with, and he did silence me with, but First Amendment rights. So he got my restraining order in Rhode Island dropped. He made a whole video trashing the judge.
I mean, he trashes every judge in his case.
But you know what?
It's no fucking fault,
You know what? I went back to court one day. I had no business to be there. I sat in her courtroom and watched every case. And I told her thank you. I sat in that courtroom 4 or 5 hours. just to explain to her. And after I got found not guilty, I thanked her, and she deserved it. I didn't
I
have to.
love that. So Class said, I'm a vet tech, retired to a desk job now, but it's such a selfless job, often thankless, but seeing
Yep.
them feel better is what we work for. It's not a profession, most do for income. It's definitely passion. I agree with that. I mean, even when I started doing volunteer advocacy, people are like, Elise, you're really good at what you do. You need to get paid at what you do. And you guys know my answer to that, which is people who need my help can't fucking afford to pay me, right? The
I
insurance
want to
company
do
isn't
that.
paying for anybody to get an advocate, right? Like, and you don't do it for the money. You do it because it's the right fucking thing to do. And if you have enough knowledge to be able to help people in different things, then you just do it, right? You just do it. And that's why I do
You
it.
know,
A, it makes my heart happy. And B, like, they can't afford to pay someone to help them, right? They can't. Most people who need that kind of help just to have an advocate are low income and are like myself, are barely putting groceries in the house themselves. You know, the
do you know
pets are
Kaya?
family. Kaya?
The girl that said she's a vet tech. I probably butchered her
Oh,
name. I don't
Cla.
know.
Yeah, Cla. Yeah.
All right, sorry. I butchered her name. I apologize. Do you
That's
know who
okay.
she is outside of the video, or is it just somebody on the video?
Yes and no. I mean, they're a
Well,
long
post
time
a.
viewer,
She
and
can
yes and
she
no.
can understand how bad Bella was. So I was gonna say send her the blood work results, but you can put it on the
Oh
screen
yeah.
if you want. I think I sent it to you.
I think you did, but I didn't download that one just because I
That's all right.
needed
But
space to download the
her blood
bill and
work
the
was
other ones.
her blood work was really bad.
Yeah, they did that like like that was like after 9 last night when they were like, yeah, you got to bring the dog back like now.
Yeah,
Like
they
now.
said when they got the they got the blood work done by accident, if you will,
Yeah,
accident,
right.
and it was a very expensive whatever to do. And when they got that blood work results back, they said she needs a transfusion. We've already contacted the other two dogs, the owners, who I again, I'll
Right.
never, I don't know who they are, and I'll never be able to thank them enough. I don't care if I have to mow everybody's lawn for a whole year, including the winter, the leaves. I would do it. I gladly. I just can't say
Yes, you
thank you enough
would.
to everybody. This picture on the screen right now is not a Bella I have seen in 3 4 days. She's alert.
Yeah,
She's attentive. You know, she's looking at somebody.
that's not what she looked like last night. I'll tell you that.
And on the way to the vet this morning, her face was the same position that she was in that
No.
cage. I don't like cages, but whatever.
Yeah, but
Um,
she's got to be in there for safety
she
and
she
because she
couldn't
was
even
getting the
lift
blood
her.
transfusion.
She couldn't even lift her head up at that point either. That's how bad she was. Look at
Well,
her
she
now.
couldn't make it to the outside last night, and you had to carry her down to the bathroom. And then she wasn't really eating or drinking anything. And even when you tried to give her the pup cup, she didn't finish it, and B, puked up bile. I have the picture of that too, but I didn't want to be too graphic with you guys. But I
Yeah,
do
you don't
have
have
the
to.
picture.
Think about it this way: egg yolks with the white around it.
Yeah, it's the
That
bile in the bottom of your stomach, and so she puked it all over the seat of the car, and it was, I have the picture of that, but I didn't think you guys wanted to see dog
and the
puke,
best part, the funny part about it is a hospital blanket I got from God knows where is the one that cleaned it up. See, I was already prepared. Poor thing.
Right, right. But this is definitely, she looks much better now. Now we have to just keep praying that because they said that it's only a temporary sort of fix, right? Like this blood transfusion is, she's still got to be seen again after 3 days. What was it, 3 days? Yeah, I think they said 3 days. 3 days? I think they said 3 days, 3 or 4 days. It was one of the two they said. So, getting over this
Her
hump is
her
important.
update, her next visit was supposed to be
Tuesday, but now it's Monday, right? Cut out. Can you hear me now?
You hear me?
Nope. No, I can hear you now, but I didn't.
I'm here. Can you hear me? All right. Somebody tried to call. What was I about to say? I don't know where we are at this moment.
I lost my train of
All right.
thought.
See, we need to chat for this one.
The appointment was Tuesday. Now it's Monday, right?
Yeah. Because she had the blood transfusion, she was supposed to go Tuesday. I don't know if it's going to be Monday. I don't know if it's going to be Tuesday. So, I'll find out at 5 o'clock. I don't know if you're going to still be on by 5 o'clock, but
No, probably
You will
not.
get all of the updates,
Yes,
and
of
you'll get
course.
updated pictures too.
I love those. I love those. That's Ashley Lorelai. Her name's Ashley. No, this happened yesterday. So she obviously wasn't as perky as her normal self, I would assume. But this
It was the day
puking and going
before
to the
she
vet
just.
happened yesterday.
It was the day before yesterday. She started showing signs that she was sick. When I come home, she's bark, 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 bark. All the neighbors know I'm home. She gets her treat. She's happy. Well, she went to the door and she barked twice. Happy that I was there, but that was it. Barked twice, and she started showing signs that she was not right. It was after 5.
Yep.
I called Charlotte. I called my friend Charlotte anyway. I shouldn't have said her name too late.
That's fine.
I called her because she's a personal family friend, if you will. Like you guys are family to Elise, you guys are family to all of us, to each other. I called her because I've known her for over 20 years. And she said, bring Bella in first thing in the morning. Do not wait.
Yeah.
Done deal. They did the blood work, they did x-rays, which I don't know why it's so expensive because it only costs less than $10. Anyway, they did everything that they could do and accidentally ordered blood work that they shouldn't have, if you will. Oops.
Right.
I didn't have to pay for it, kind. Yep.
That part.
And her blood work
No
was really
worries.
bad.
Yeah. So they had to call her again last night.
I brought her
on the
in.
phone. And they said bring her back in.
Yep. I've got a bunch of meds at home. She wasn't eating. I couldn't force feed food into her. I put a little bit of peanut butter, which she loves, on her tongue. She licked it all out, and then she threw
she's
up.
gonna love those. Yeah. So she didn't keep the treats down, and I knew she was gonna love those treats. By the way, maybe today she'll love them even more.
Depending on the doctor's direction, I don't care if she eats the whole bag.
Oh, if the doctor wrote down a million directions, I have that too. I have the doctor's directions for yesterday before she got the blood transfusion. So they're probably going to be different now, but yeah.
Yeah. I got the medications already, so I don't have to buy those again, thankfully. If there's more, you guys have covered the first bill.
The first
I know the second one's going to be worse. I expect it to be worse. I'll deal with it. You guys have been so great.
Yeah. Well, we're the second one.
They were asking for this first bill to be covered. If I can please get it covered by Tuesday. I didn't have a clue. That's why I called Elise.
So stupid expensive, like so stupid. And it's somebody's fur baby, someone's fur.
But
like,
you know what?
How do you not want to? How can I not want to help a friend and be their fur baby? Like, I might not have a dog, but my daughter has service dogs. Okay, very big dogs, and we've had emergencies with them before with the vet. And I have a fur kitty, right? And I'm her human. Okay, I am her favorite human.
If they said she was too sick, there's no chance of recovery, I would sit there peacefully with her until everything was taken care of.
Yeah, but thankfully there was a chance.
They didn't say that. They said 50-50.
Yeah.
When they called me last night,
50-50. Yeah.
When they called me last night, I was up all night.
I know you were, girl. I talked to you first thing this morning too.
Yep. Her labored breathing didn't look good, and I just begged her to keep going. Begged her to keep going all night.
I know. When you said that, I was like, that it made me think of me begging my best friend. She was in a coma, but begging her to wake up. And I mean, unfortunately, she did not, and she passed. But I sat by her bedside for 6 days and begged her to just wake up.
Keep going. Yep. People say my head is a coma because of all the things that come out of my mouth, but it's usually funny.
You can't be responsible for the things that fly out of our mouths,
This picture right now, I'm able to breathe.
Are, Leah. You do rescues and all that stuff, so you know exactly how expensive they are.
But as we discussed earlier about the car situation, ripping my mother-in-law up on the car situation, there are vets out there that'll bill you and tell you to do things. And I know one vet that does nasty things like that. At least I have people I can trust. And when there's a trustworthy vet, they deserve all of the recognition in the world. It's got nothing to do with my friend working for this vet. My friend had to go home at 1:30. Well, she was supposed to go home at 12, but she stayed till 1:30 to make sure everything was done with Bella. Okay? But they deserve the recognition.
They do, yeah. They do an amazing job.
I followed Charlotte from her
Ooh.
employment from vet to vet where she worked. There are some vets out there that deserve, well, I don't say turtle boy, but they're pretty damn close, but whatever.
Yeah. But that's
But
the thing, right? Like,
I'm
just like Leah
breathing
said,
right now. Look,
4,800 for emergency bloat surgery a couple of years ago on her 8-year-old pup. Like, that's what I mean. Like, these, like, healthcare, human healthcare is absurd. Never mind the vet bills, which are absurd. And you can have pet insurance, but as I found out the hard way, is the pet insurance covers like well visits. Like, it does not
basics,
cover
yes.
this.
Emergencies, yep.
It won't cover emergencies like this, which is absurd because the fuck is the pay? Yeah, it covers, the well visits and the shots and cool, great. But like when something like this happens, oh no, they don't cover that. Like, oh, well, wonderful, thank you.
For somebody like me, if it was a $10 a month thing to pay for a pet insurance to cover all their
Yeah,
wellness visits, I would do that, if it's $10 a month or whatever. For me, it would
yeah,
be worth it because I don't have money to pay the vet.
yeah.
I have $106 after every bill is paid. I have $106. So to pay $10 a month for me, that would be worth it. I don't know how much
It
they
would be worth
charge,
it. It would make
but there's
sense, right?
also co-pays on it too. They don't tell you these things,
Yeah,
you know.
yep.
They don't
Yes,
tell
that
you
is.
it doesn't cover emergencies. They don't tell you it doesn't cover this, that, or the next thing.
Yes,
But for
Annie,
the
that is
wellness visit
my.
alone, I could do it.
Yeah, that is my good friend Leah who does the skits. It is her. You think her skits are funny? You should hear our personal, private conversations on the phone. Even me and Ashley's personal private conversations are the ones that I have with Leah on the phone. Like, we are ridiculous. We are ridiculous. So ridiculous. I can't. Oh, you could not hear me anymore. I'm
That's
serious.
it.
Like,
I'm
I feel like
I'm
that would
not
be a reality show, Leah.
I'm not supporting this McDonald's. Their Wi-Fi keeps booting me off.
Clearly, right? Clearly. Fucking
I
goddamn
tried to shut the
McDonald's.
Wi-Fi off, but it wouldn't let me connect back to your show. So I had to keep the Wi-Fi on.
Well, I guess you gotta keep it on, right? Like, fuck.
I'm gonna move it to the other side of the car.
Yeah, right.
You guys
Listen, I'm
all,
telling
thank
you,
you. Look at her right
I
now.
personally,
You guys all
yeah,
made me be able to
she's
breathe at this moment.
definitely more puffed up for sure. This is, I mean, a few hours ago, she looked like this. So, yeah,
That's how she's been
definitely
for the past
see a big
couple of days.
difference.
She couldn't
Oh my
even
God, I don't
walk.
have that. Does anybody have that? The,
What is it?
you don't have it. It's a phone conversation that was on social media a while back. I don't even have that one. I never saved that one.
I got agents harassing phone call. You want to play that?
Right? Fuck, dude. Yeah, I mean,
Just
he
saying.
plays those himself these days, right? Did he call Jen Allman like 6 times the other night, like a lunatic, and because he couldn't leave a message? Or I think Jen was explaining online, like she can, like, I don't know how you can do it. I've never tried. I also have an Android. Maybe she has an iPhone, but you can like stop someone from leaving a voicemail even after they call somehow. I didn't know you could do that, but she was like stopping him basically from leaving like one of his ridiculous voicemails, and he just kept calling back because he was so frustrated he couldn't
Elise,
leave one of those. What?
you know my voicemail. You've heard my voicemail before, haven't you?
I have, yes. Yep.
Talk about a
I
voicemail right there.
So funny. So funny. I'm telling you, if you put all of our private conversations into like a between me and you, or me and Leah, or me and some other people, like you'd be like, you guys are ridiculous. Funny, but ridiculous. Like such
That's why I
children.
keep
Like,
watching behind my back. I want to make sure the people with the white coats ain't chasing me.
we're so ridiculous. We're so ridiculous.
The white
Funny, but
coats are coming.
ridiculous.
The white coats are coming. The white coats are coming.
Listen, you gotta laugh, like
I
laughter for
can right
me
now.
is medicine.
That picture that my friend sent me, that picture right now, I'm breathing again. I'm not in that suffocation mode right now. So thank you.
That's a good thing.
Again,
That's a good thing.
this is all thanks to you guys. That picture was fantastic. That's my Bella right there. That's my baby right there. She might
Annie,
be 8
that's the
years
whole
old.
point.
She might be 8
That's
years
the whole
old. She's my
point.
baby.
Yeah, that's the whole point, is to feel like you're hanging out with friends. Like, that's how I like my community to be. And obviously, normally we're not doing a fundraiser. We're doing a lot of other subjects and talking about the turtle tanties and what ridiculous things happened the day before, the night before, catching up on cases, talking about breaking news. Like, and sometimes we just talk about very random, everyday life stuff. So it's literally like just being in a group of people talking about basic everyday stuff and then laughing with each other. We laugh together, we cry together, You know,
I did
we
a
do
lot
it
of crying
all.
today.
You
I did
did.
a lot of crying yesterday.
You made me cry today, and most people know I don't cry easy, so
I
your fault.
never cry, ever. Never
I
cry.
know, and neither do I, unless it has to do with like my kids, my family. Like, you know me, I'm not a big crier, dude, but like it takes a lot, right? But you made me cry.
I'm sorry.
Being
It
all
was for a
nice
good
and
reason.
shit. I know.
Hey, I didn't talk about our conversation last night, so it's still in the safety zone.
That's funny. Listen, joking sometimes is what's needed to lift a heavy situation. You
And
know,
I
you
use
guys
that
wanna
for anybody and everybody.
I got a big LOL. I have an LOL, right? Let's lift the heavy situation right now. I got it. Ready? Here we go.
Can you please go? Can you please go?
And I missed that
Never,
one.
never not funny. It's Aiden's Tanty on the floor. I
I
can't
missed the
go
turtle when you
back.
were doing.
Oh, you didn't see it?
I got booted right as soon as you started it.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Can you please go? Can you please go?
The turtle one, the cartoon character turtle.
Oh, the one, the bumper that I made for my Turtle
I
Tanty segment?
I don't know.
Okay,
I didn't see
here
it
you
because I
go.
got booted.
Here it is.
I can't go back. I can't go back. I can't go back. These idiots will buy anything I sell.
Daily Turtle Tanty.
I need to get that from you. Oh, that's fantastic.
I made it. I had to make it for our, like, you know, our segment on his tanties or his cruise tanties. Also, breaking news, not that it's breaking, LTG told us earlier, but Ethel Machado lost around 500 subs. I think what had happened was the Brokeback Baker went on a trash Jess spree, apparently, I'm hearing. I didn't watch it. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't had time. As I said, I was on the phone with the brain surgeon this morning with my sister and with Ashley.
Me.
Yeah, so I was, you know, doing other things and I didn't really have time to check it out yet. But I heard that the Brokeback Baker went after Jess pretty hard. And not that I'm a fan of his. I think he's a, you know, giant piece of human garbage. And once again, he just takes his dog whistles from Aiden most of the time. And then I think he
Oh,
got
to
mad.
another
Talked about his
glare.
weird, his weird sexting shit was all over X for the last couple days. And I think because she said he's not a victim, and to be fair, might be the one time I ever fucking agree with Ethel. He's not a victim, okay? That man is not a fucking victim, right? Not by a long shot. It's not the first time that he's made those kind of texts with people. And he's just embarrassed at the moment. And so just like Aiden, let's play perpetual victim, right? Sad, unfortunately. Yeah, the tanties make me laugh every time too. It'll never not be funny. Oh shit. Hold on. I have to show you guys. This is pretty funny. I don't know whose account this is, but whoever's account this is, bravo for calling it like you see it. Let me show you. Okay. Hold on. Oops, wrong screen. Remove this one and then we'll put up this one.
Hey, you know the picture I have right now, right?
Which picture? What picture?
On my icon screen or whatever I used. The turtle.
Yeah.
At least I didn't show the full turtle. Remember that?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay. So this one is from Artemis. I don't know whose count this is, but it's a thing of Jess Ethel Machado blocking them. And I'll read the text. Give me 1 second, Leah. And it says,
I'm having a hard time.
This vile, no talent grifter blocked me. Why? Because I see her for who she really is. She has a well-established pattern of crash outs, legal entanglements, overreactions whenever her ego gets bruised, and is a maverick when it comes to gaslighting and manipulation. Poor Greg. I don't know who Greg is, but cool. Doubt she probably, blocked quite a few fucking people after 500 people unsubscribed. But see, that's what happens, Ethel. That's what happens when you get involved with the sewer crew and that cult, is that oftentimes they will turn on you at any given point. That's what happens, okay?
And if you say the truth against them, that's it. It's over. If you prove the truth to his viewers, which for some reason I can't
Yeah, but
understand
she
that they
doesn't
don't
do that.
verify facts.
Ethel is part of the cult, so she doesn't do that. That's not the point. The point is that
My-
she kisses their asses, right, to get
Right.
their viewers and their viewers' donations, and doesn't realize that they could give a fuck less about her or piss as soon as they're jealous or as soon as they're upset that she said something that might be true or that they didn't want out there or, you know, whatever, because they're all
Right.
just people who eat each other. Like I'm not into that whole like let's eat each other thing. I'm into that thing where we like kumbaya and I bring everybody up with me. Like let's all benefit. Let's all have a good time. Like let's all be cool. Like let's work together, right? To get things
I haven't
done.
heard
Like, let's not
kumbaya.
shit on everyone, right?
I haven't
First
heard
thing that
kumbaya
popped
since
into
I
my
was a
head.
kid.
Let's kumbaya, bitches. All right, let's see. Oh, here's the Brokeback Baker text. Okay, here we go. Wait, what? Hold your thighs together like it's a bad Suzanne Summers thigh master workout every hour on the hour, and that's supposed to make women get wet. Okay, I've seen enough of the internet for today. Oh my God, are these bad? Oh my God. Let's see if you can do this every time the clock hits a new hour today. Wherever you are, you press your thighs together hard and hold the squeeze for 10 full seconds, 10 seconds, and remembering who you're wet for and what you wish you were doing. Is that real fucking life? What do you, I'm sorry, but like, once again, what does that do? I mean, maybe you should take a biology or an anatomy class. Like, sir, squeezing your thighs together does absolutely nothing. As a matter of fact, it's really just obnoxious. Like, why would I do that? Like, I can do that for you, sir. And then he said, give me the 5 best things you wanted me to do. So when I get ready for my show, I'll find a way to mention it so you can touch yourself knowing I'm thinking about you. Okay, I'll have to think about it. She didn't even say yes. She didn't go, yep, I'll do that. She's like, nah, I'll have to think about that one. You have 35 minutes to the first time you have to do it. What a fucking weirdo. Sorry, no sorry. Like, how embarrassing. I'm sorry, but like, if a man ever talked to me that way, I'd be like, sir, what kind of crack are you fucking smoking? A, no, I'm not doing any of those things. B, you're not sexy. 3, you're fucking weird, right? Like, you're fucking weird. You are an actual fucking weirdo. No, just no. Absolutely no. Oh my God. You just brought nostalgia back to me, my friend. Cinnamon
What is
toast
that?
butter. Okay. My
Oh,
father.
I think they still sell that.
Butter.
I
They
think
do.
they still
Cinnamon
sell
sugar.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I buy it for my kids. We have it on the weekends. I love cinnamon sugar toast, especially with cinnamon raisin bread. Ooh, so good. Who does think that's sexy? Like, what? Like, listen, I've been with my husband 12 years. We have a very healthy relationship like Leah has with hers. Like,
No.
what?
You had.
Do you know how
You
hard
had.
my husband's gonna? I have to show my husband that. He's gonna laugh so fucking hard at that. Like,
You had a healthy relationship until last night. I destroyed it all.
he's still laughing about that, by the way. Yes, I am working for free today. Somebody just asked me. So you're working for free today? Yes, unfortunately, yes. I am working.
I asked her last night, whoever asked that question, I can't see the chat. Last night I
Yes.
asked her if she would mention it in her show today. And she
Yes.
said, absolutely not. She goes, you're going on the show tomorrow.
That's right.
Okay. And I've been on the
That's
show
correct.
before, and it's always been, me being me. I'm getting better, thanks to you guys. But she said no. And I says, at least you got to make some money off this because you got to support your family.
Which
And
is true,
explain-
but like I knew that probably we wouldn't hit the goal. So like if we don't hit the goal, there's not really anything left for me. We gotta do the dog first. You know what I mean? Like
Right. You didn't care about you at all. So yes, you're working for free today.
Yeah, I have a bad habit of doing that, unfortunately.
But-
I do have a bad
But you get paid in other ways. And
I get paid
No.
love. Does that count?
yes, karma, love,
Does that count?
honor,
Right.
respect.
I feel like that counts. I feel like getting paid in love and friendship counts. You
and
know?
free rides where I just completely destroy you guys' lives and put horrible thoughts and photos in your head. And I'm gonna order it one day.
So funny. It's so funny.
If I wear it, I'll bring one of those. If I wear it, I'll bring one of those long coats, whatever they're called.
Leah said, I picture the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man trying to be sexy because that's what the Brokeback Baker looks like. He's a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
I don't
Again,
follow
you
a
guys
lot of
think
these.
it's bad, like here, like, oh God, our personal conversations are so worse. Much funny, but Our minds work the same way. I'm just saying, like, what fucking Stay
Mine-
Puft Marshmallow Man. To
Mine
be
did
fair,
gutter
wouldn't the
birth.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man have shit that stuck to him? Like, is he gonna have like his weird fucking fleshlights and dildos stuck to him, like the fucking Stay? I'm just saying, with a weird accent. I'm just saying. What I mean, if he's the Marshmallow Man, he could just like stick those weird sexual. Didn't he get a butt plug too? Isn't that a like? Yeah, I swear to God, he took a picture of all of them, Ash, and then I mean, he sent it as like a text, but then they got leaked, and like it's all the weird sexual things she bought him, like a fleshlight, a fucking butt plug, God, some other weird shit, a boob, and it's like, okay, well, if you're the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, I'm assuming that like those are all gonna stick to you, bud. Like, just saying, like. Wouldn't that be fucking weird? Just walking around as a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man with a fleshlight and a butt plug just stuck to you, your chest. God, poor Denmark. I'm guessing that the people in Denmark do not claim him. He's from Denmark, but I'm guessing that the people there do not claim him as their own.
He doesn't need help getting played with. He's got all his toys there.
Right? Like, sir, you don't even need a new one, you fucking weirdo. You and Aiden should go to Sexaholics Anonymous together, you fucking. Listen, okay?
When Aiden admitted to not having a problem doing minors to be respectful,
Well, that was.
I lost my
so
temper.
I have to caveat that with it. That was a clip. And
I
so
know.
the context of that clip was talking about Sandra Birchmore and how some people might not have a problem. Like, so whatever. But nonetheless, who the fuck says
But he
something
said
wild
it.
like that?
Right.
Yeah, who the fuck
He
says
said
something
it.
wild like that? It's fucking wild.
Knowing
He's
he
on the
manipulated,
Denmark do not sex list.
knowing he manipulated my daughter with lies to go on a show, what was his intent
Yeah.
then? And I'm gonna tell you something. I don't care
Money.
if people get mad.
Attention.
The fact that Karen Reed dumped him the day she walked out of the court, well, with a drunk driving charge.
Well, it wasn't the day
She-
after, but still.
She
It's
dumped him.
because he tried to fucking. I mean, it was right after the will. Well, I think she found out right before the Wilbur that he had wiretapped her. But
Right.
to be fair, if I was her, I'd have dumped him during the first trial or absolutely the day after the second trial because he tried to fucking blackmail her in the first trial and do a bunch of other shit during the second trial.
But can you imagine this? This is the most work he's done for a woman, and he only does things for women just to get his moldy mushroom wet, dampen it up to get it more moldy. And he got nothing from her. She dumped him. That's priceless.
Oh, I mean, it's priceless the karma that he's going to receive. I love
Yep.
that for him. I absolutely love the karma for him that he is going to receive back for being the fucking deplorable piece of shit that he is. So an hour ago from Court TV, Cody Thomas reports from the courthouse where a school resource officer's body cam showed Carmelo Anthony saying he put his hands on me. I told him not to. In addition to body cam footage, the jury was shown the 5-inch blade that was allegedly used to fatally stab Austin Metcalf. So that's unfortunately, we don't get to watch this trial. It's unfortunate, but the judge didn't allow that in this case.
Do they
Even
do
though it's a
updates, live updates from the courtroom?
Yeah, this is an update from Court TV about it.
Okay.
So, Texas versus Carmelo Anthony, unfortunately, and sad. So the Minnesota $250 million feeding our future fraudster Amy Bach sentenced to 41.5 years in prison today, guys. Now it's time to go after. Oh, I'm not reading the rest of that. It's ridiculous. I don't care about the fucking politicians. All of them need to go. Oh my God. A random citizen just pulled off a full on action movie to help cop catch an offender. Real life superheroes exist. I've actually seen people do this before. A stranger helping another officer take down someone, so that the officer isn't struggling. Of course, like, gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. Awful. Oh, I feel so sad for this person. See, even people I don't follow, this stuff pops up on my timeline on Twitter. This one says, my aunt died this morning and now I'm a mess and I don't know what to do with myself. I'm not very good at processing emotions. Oh, I don't know who this person is, but I'm sending hugs. I'm a hugger,
And love.
just in case you guys didn't know.
And love.
I said love, don't worry.
You said hugs.
And I said hugs and love and all the healing vibes. all of them in parts. You know, sometimes even for a stranger, like it's nice to know you're not alone, you know, like that you're not by yourself and that people care. Like regardless if you're a stranger to someone or not, doesn't, well, oh my God, look at that spider. Doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter. You can still care about a stranger in their life. Like I do. I mean, maybe I'm a weird one for that. I don't fucking know. I'm an old soul, I'm told, and it's probably because my grandparents did a lot of the raising for me. This story just makes my heart, you know, melt every time. This lady that we read this morning about, this 85-year-old lady who was working at the AMC movie theater, that they raised $125,000 for to help retire her. Like that, she deserves that. She shouldn't have to work at 85 years old. That's fucking insane, right? But this is the power of the internet. That's my point. Like for all of you, I am going to wrap this up in a second, but for all of you, like who helped out today, I appreciate you. I know Ashley does. Like this is her fur baby, and of course the fundraising will keep it on. So for people who are, you know, catching the restream or just seeing it on my Twitter, you know, this is helping her fur baby. You know, like this is someone's family member, and you know we don't often do shows like this, but I do them when I can because it's good karma, number one, and number two, it's the right thing to do. And I've been that person many times, and I don't have a lot of family left, so I don't really have anywhere to turn for help. So, you know, I wish I had a me. You know, I kind of do. With
That's
Ashley,
exactly how I felt last night.
help. Yeah.
That's how I felt last night. I had nobody. I was screwed. I couldn't save her life last night, you know?
Well, you had me.
And
You
the
had
first
me.
person I thought of was you because I know who you are, yes.
And so it's like homework, guys. Like do something nice for someone. Doesn't matter who it is, your neighbor, a stranger, you know, someone. You know, I think people don't realize like your neighbor might look healthy and happy, but they might not have a goddamn thing, you know, in their fridge to eat, right? Like they're not going to ask for it. Like sometimes it's better to just do something for someone without them having to ask because it's fucking hard to ask for help, dude. It's so fucking hard. Believe me, I'd rather, you know, stab myself in the eye with a fucking pen. So I'm happy to do it. And I'll leave it all open, of course, until the goal is met. And of course, we'll post updates. I don't usually work Saturday. I might have to work Saturday this week. We'll see. But I will make a post, obviously, if I'm going to be doing a stream tomorrow and what time. If I do, it'll probably be morning. I'll tell you that much because I don't want to do one in the middle of a Saturday or the end of a Saturday. I would do it on Saturday morning. So absolutely love you guys. I appreciate you guys' help. If you have Twitter, I'd appreciate if you just retweeted my tweet. I guess I
Thank
can
you
put
all again.
my donation information in the tweet. I didn't put it in the original tweet. I just put Ashley's Cash App, but then you know, she pointed out a good point, which is she only has Cash App. I have Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and my link, so I can consolidate all that, put it in my bank account, and then just send it to her on Cash App. And I didn't think about that. So I'll just put it in the comments, I guess. But if you can share that, that would be super helpful. I appreciate you guys. Go ahead, Ash. You want to say anything? Go for it.
Thank you all again.
Of course.
I can't thank you guys enough. My heart is not broken anymore.
Right.
That picture made me feel so much better. And it was all you guys' fault. I'm blaming all of you. Everybody that's here, I'm blaming you all.
Right. The goal is
Now I
at
gotta go.
925 because that's the roundabout we got from the vet. Was it would cost about $500 more for the transfusion and what she had to do today. The bill from yesterday before she had to bring her back overnight was $425. We've hit $595, I believe.
Just got an update.
Oh, good. Give it to us.
I gotta download it.
Mm-hmm. It's good timing too, because my bladder is like, oh, you're almost full. You're gonna have to pee soon. Sweet. I love this video. This lady, my heart is so happy for her. She should not be dragging around that trash bag working in a movie theater at over 80 years old, 85, 82, 85, somewhere around there. It's just awful. It's terrible. Wouldn't want my mother or grandmother, working until then. She was still doing it though, This poor lady. No one should have to do that. Ever. I am going to look into that meal thing for my sister for her surgery in the first week of August, because it'll be for the doctor said the weakness and basically not being able to do much will be for the first month. Thankfully, it's not on the side of the brain that does speech. It's on the other side. But that will affect her left side, the doctor said. So she'll be very weak. And that some people have to do a rehab facility for like strength after they get out of the hospital. The doctor said she would be at the hospital for that day, and then a couple in the ICU, and then a couple days after she had surgery before she would be able to go home anyway. So she would be there for a few days.
Did you get it?
Go ahead. I didn't check. Where am I checking? Email?
Yeah, sorry. This picture she's about to share. You guys made the difference. I can breathe again. Not much better, but I can breathe again. Not at the gas pump I'm at, I can't really, because it's almost $4.50 a gallon over here.
But she's doing good right now. Now we just got to say some prayers for the next couple of days, which is important,
If she's got, as long as the medication's working, as long as she's fighting and the medication's working, I should have paid attention to the phone. That's more than 15.
Wait, that was the last one. Hold on. Why isn't it loading? Load. Wait, is this the right one? Has to be, right? 3:47, 1 minute ago. Did she just take the same picture? Or did she take the picture of her in the same position? Because it looks like
Probably in the same position, probably a up close one.
Wait, I think you sent me the wrong one then. You attached the wrong one.
Did I?
Yeah. It's the same one as earlier.
Maybe she just
Maybe. She could have just resent it.
it looked like a
Nonetheless, she's doing
close up.
better.
It looked like a close up to me, but
No, it's about the same. I mean, she
All
could
right.
just be in the same position, but we can
that was at 1:30.
yeah. So that's good. She's looking, much better than she freaking did earlier. That's for damn sure.
And my friend
So-
stayed there. She stayed there off pay after
For
her
another
shift
hour and
ended
a
at
half.
12.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is
And
amazing.
I'm not on dashes anymore.
Well, this is what happens when people work together, right? We can all work together to do something nice for someone, right? Like we could do these things, and we need to do these things because it does take a village, and it needs to be a thing. So I love
daughter
your
just-
sinking faces.
My daughter just sent me gas money to pay for the gas because I was on the dashes, the 3 dashes. I went below 15 miles to empty.
Valley's girl sent some for gas for you too. She sent $50 for you for gas. It says.
Thank
So
you.
She said that was for
I want to
earlier,
give
she
you
said.
guys all the updates. There's probably going to be 3,000 pictures by tomorrow.
That's fine.
200
We'll take them.
videos. But yeah, I'll make sure you guys get updated. Normally during the day, I'm running crazy. I'm doing things for people. I don't have time to do things for myself.
I'm
It's all possible.
I feel you on that one, my friend. I feel you.
Making this possible. You guys all made this happen. So thank you. Honest to God, I'm not crying no more from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
That's a good thing. We don't need the crying, right? We need the strength. We need hope. I mean, you can cry if you want. I'll totally be here for you to lean on. But I think she looks much better, right? And
She does.
we can get this. We can get this taken care of, right? It's important.
Yes.
So I'm gonna call you as soon as I'm done here. So let me wrap this up, and then I'll
All right.
call you so I can transfer this to you, this money to you. Of
I appreciate everybody. Thank you.
course. Love you. Call you in a minute.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up because I gotta pee, and then I also have to like transfer all this to her. So I love your stinking faces. Thank you so much. Please share on my Twitter if you can. I'll leave it obviously open until she gets to the goal of that bill being paid. We'll post the updates online. You know, when she gives them to me, I'll post them on Twitter or whatchamacallit, YouTube. God, my fucking brain. I'm tired. Sorry, guys. All right, I love you all, stinking faces. And if I do a live tomorrow, you guys will be the first people to know. It'll be in the morning. I'm not going to do an afternoon or a nighttime live. I don't. Saturday's usually my only day off, so if I have to, then it'll be, you know, it'll be morning time. I love y'all. Bye.